Max RPG Podcast. I'm in Max. Pursuing the RPG hobby with reckless abandon.
I didn't do it, and you can't prove anything. Actually, I did do it. I wrote a game. It's called Demigods, and we're going to play it more.
Hooray.
This is more of us playing it.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jason. This is Happy Jacks. We're playing my game Demigods. We should probably start out with reading our ascendance moves. Just
Good, we haven't done
really good inside joke, especially if this is your first time watching us. So thanks. Here we are. We're going to play. But our dear friend, Adam, is not here, or has morphed into this handsome gentleman, a different handsome gentleman, Michael. And do you want to tell us about yourself?
Well, I like long walks on the beach and candlelit dinners, obviously.
Who doesn't?
My character, though, is the Verdant. His name is Garth Johnson. I don't know how far you want me to go at the moment.
That's far enough, I
Good.
think.
We will keep the rest. Hold it deep in our hearts.
And
That
let's...
was a hot to it, boy. I'm just gonna keep making God of War jokes. I'm sorry.
Bria, tell us about your character.
Her name is Kratos. I am Thais. Every time. I'm playing Thais Guillory, and she is the Celestial, and she's a mommy blogger. And she's nice.
It's awesome.
And I'm Kimmy, and I am playing Raven Smith, and I am the Trickster. And I don't know what pantheon I'm from, so it's very
I
exciting.
do.
You do?
None of the rest of us do, though. And I'm Samantha. I am playing Eve Beaumont, who is the Arcane and a giant squid monster.
Awesome. If you want to guess, find my tweet about the show today and see if you can guess Kimmy's pantheon. And I'll, if somebody gets it right, and it's got to be pretty specific,
Okay.
I'll have some kind of prize for you.
Ooh, I have a set of cool dice if you want to give away like dice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We can give away dice.
Nice.
That sounds awesome.
Sweet.
Excellent.
So, also, a couple people have bought NPCs. I don't want them to worry because it's been a whole episode since they bought like an episode and a half. I'm like, don't worry, I didn't forget. They're going to get worked in. So thank you very much for supporting the show, and we love that. So that will be part of the story very soon. Do you want to tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
I don't know anymore, but the book could tell us.
Did you mention your character
I
already?
did, yes.
That was a long time ago.
It was a whole minute.
Yeah. Man.
Getting old, Jason.
I am. It's Ascendance moves all over again, except I wasn't goofing.
Very good.
I can read my sentence move if you want.
No.
Or I can read the recap from last week.
Wait a minute. We've never heard Mike's Ascendance move.
True.
That's true.
Do you want to?
We're going to do the recap, and then we'll hear more about Mike's character.
That sounds good. Okay. So last time, the Demi Squad had a super normal day. Jobs, email, sea snacks, etc. Kenzie got an email from his law firm to follow up with High Tech High in Malibu about their beach cleaning spray. They want him to visit Saturday when they test the spray on Venice Beach. At Percy's house, Kenzie found Dumont, the flame-eyed guy, in the shower. It got super awkward real quick. Eve had a relaxing day at the beach in the ocean depths, catching some snacks. And then a photo shoot in the evening, like you do. Thais' husband Roman got an earful of divine explanation when she got home from the morgue. She was super freaked out. Then on Monday, she woke up late to a quiet house. Roman was making breakfast for the kids and seemed to remember nothing. Raven was following around Channing Tatum to try to get some good divorce photos.
Very normal.
A normal day.
Totally normal day. At the private gym, he headed out the back alley, where she heard wing beats and cawing. She followed out back to check it out. There was no sign of Mr. Tatum or his car, but she sees a couple dozen crows and ravens. One of them has an iPhone X in its beak and drops it at her feet. It pecks the unlock code on the screen and flies away.
totally normal day.
So good.
It's just a thing that happened.
100%
Normal
normal.
birds.
She unlocks the phone, and it's Channing Tatum's phone. Good job, Burbs.
I mean, who hasn't had a bird drop a phone at their feet? Like a $900 phone at their
Right.
feet at some point.
And type in the code.
Yeah, and type in the code. Thais had an unbidden vision over the week.
That's
A
called an
mon-
unvision.
Yeah, unvision.
Nailed it.
A montage of Dr. Armitage and the university incoming student classes for the next few years. The department was getting pared down over time until finally someone noticed Dr. Armitage was there. There's a kerfuffle when they try to make her leave, which unleashes eldritch forces on the campus. She texts the group a crystal ball and 4 sad emojis.
What else needs to be said, really?
Yeah. Something sad's happening. Eve enrolled for the summer semester at USC, double majoring in anthropology and astrophysics to keep an eye on the impending apocalypse. Meanwhile, Raven was harvesting the info on Mr. Tatum's phone when the Find My Phone noise went off. She started downloading faster until the phone was locked. She turned it off, but got plenty of lucrative items already. Thais headed to Percy's apartment to meet up with Kenzie. Dumont emerged from the bathroom with a lot of abs. Kenzie shook his very warm hand, and they grilled him about his intentions towards Percy. He is not a deity, but also won't tell them what he is. Thais likes him, and he leaves.
It was a normal life.
It was a normal life.
So-
it was not a thirsty life.
Thank you.
Well, it wasn't. It was also not the reason he left.
Yeah, Thais liked him, so he left.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, now we know the origin of all Thais' thirst. Don't leave me.
After Eve shoots the car, the car she was driving in gets a flat outside of Percy's. The driver feels bad, so she tries to make him feel better with a spell, but it goes full Whimsyshire, and he drives the car into a light post. Eve pulls him out of the car before it can explode, and just as she expects, it does. Full Michael Bay explosion. She tells Kenzie, who is on the speakerphone, that the car exploded and went upstairs. Thais starts stress baking. Raven has finished her data harvesting and teleports to Percy's apartment, where they fill her in on the impending Eldritch Apocalypse and Percy's new boyfriend. Suddenly,
In that order, I think.
yeah. Suddenly, Roman shows up with the exact baking ingredients Thais was wishing for. Kenzie entertains the kids by making rock animals. Thais tries to explain to Eve what is up with her family, while Raven tries to get rid of Roman and the kids. He buys her Thais needs adult time lie, packs up the kids, and leaves. Kenzie is very sad and gives them rocks.
It's accurate.
So I wrote. Thais bursts into tears, telling everyone what happened to her family. They try unsuccessfully to comfort her. When Percy gets home from work, he hugs Thais and tells her it's gonna be okay.
No.
Percy asks Kenzie if he's free on Saturday for a kids event, and he's already going to be there. Eve offers to help with ocean stuff. Raven tells everyone about her bird phone experience and possible divine intervention. Meanwhile, Percy finds Channing Tatum's phone on the balcony, and Raven throws it over. In the foyer, Raven sees a huge raven, who brings her the phone again and calls, "I've got your back." She takes the elevator up super excited and tells everyone that she has parents. Percy gets real mad that Raven stole his friend Channing Tatum's phone and sold the photos to the National Enquirer.
To be fair, he didn't tell me he was friends with them before.
That's true. That was his
happened.
bad.
I would have not done it if I'd known he was a
Really?
friend of a friend.
Lying. She goes back downstairs to check for more birds, but there are just regular ones. The Demi Squad tells
Would have not told
Thais
him.
to contact her mom to ask about her family weirdness. Kenzie goes downstairs to pull some gold out of the earth, hands it Thais, but it's pyrite. Thais pulls off a necklace to use instead, and heads off to use Percy's bathtub for magic. The bathwater fractures, and the gold
Unfortunately,
necklace...
without Percy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not the first time that bathtub's been used for magic.
Yeah.
Less magical.
The gold necklace disintegrates into dust, which forms into a face. Thais cries and explains about her broken family. Oshun says Roman is dealing with the info in the only way he can, and it's unclear how it will end up. The boys let him know what he needs to do, and she tells Thais to love and raise them. They may or may not become demigods. Kenzie hugs Thais and tells her everything is going to be okay. She tells us what her mom said, and we notice that her eyes have a cool gold sparkle now. She dries her tears and finishes her baking. Kenzie and Raven heard Percy stop typing and go, huh. While Thais bakes, the rest go in to see what he's doing. He's looking at enrollment numbers for local schools. Kenzie notices that the numbers are calculated as a Fibonacci sequence, as he works everything out with a Sharpie on the windows. Percy is mad about the window, but Kenzie fixes it. Something is clearly happening with the science pantheon. Kenzie explains how his pantheon is sort of frustrated with them. Thais mentions a vision she had about someone in his pantheon plotting against him.
Pantheon is good too.
Pantheon?
Though.
Yeah.
That's-
Accurate.
I'd rather have pantsy off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah.
Eve looks at the data again with that in mind. The spiral is a target, and it's pointed at the beach we are supposed to go to on Saturday. There's a secret locked in prime numbers somewhere that Yog-Sothoth wants her to know that could unlock some of her divine potential. The chart is like a divining rod for tunneling through fate. It could come in handy, but also could be used against us. While we're discussing everything, Percy walks out onto the balcony and starts climbing up to go to the beach.
40 stories up.
Yeah. Kenzie grabs him, and Eve wraps some tentacles around both of them. She reads his aura and sees that it matches the Fibonacci artifact. Thais tries to sway him, and it goes a little awry. He tries to make out with her. She's sort of okay with it, and he tells her to stay the night. Raven plays wingman, while the rest of us tell her maybe wait until he's not brainwashed.
Raven, wingman.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Nice.
While everyone talks about awkward things, Eve magically shrinks down the artifact, ruining his window in the process. Percy seems to be getting better and is real confused about what's happening. Kenzie outs Percy's desire for Thais, and it all gets real awkward. Raven and Thais get very drunk, and Raven tries to convince her to sleep with Percy. Eve camouflage startles them to derail the conversation.
I wasn't convincing her. I was trying to facilitate the convincing she already wanted to.
Yeah.
We believe
Can't
that.
argue with that.
Stealing nudes and encouraging infidelity.
Yep.
Raven,
That's
good
so
person.
Raven.
I told her to call and ask. That was my advice.
That's permission from the man who can't give consent right now.
In the morning, there are 3 burner phones from Raven's #Bird Squad. The screens spell out thanks. Oh, THX. I read that as thanks immediately.
It might though.
It might, though.
I
Kenzie
hadn't actually thought of that.
Yeah. Kenzie removes the rock wall he put up in front of Percy's bedroom. Thais had Ubered home in the middle of the night. Eve ate all of Percy's seaweed snacks and then went home.
Like you do.
On Friday, Thais was home with the kids and feels bad, so she's extra nice to Roman. Mid-morning, the kids are actually having an argument about cheating. She swoops in. They're totes psychic. She has to explain her demigodness, and she makes them chocolate chip pancakes and takes them to the park. Eve went to USC to make sure her application was accepted. It's a madhouse, and she meets with the head of admissions, Mrs. Garcia, who is very confused. Eve gives her a letter of recommendation from Dr. Armitage, regales her with stories about her private tutoring, and her summer camp experience on a boat, studying marine life and discovering new creatures of the deep.
Dagon. Excuse me.
It's just my cousin. Mrs. Garcia loses some noseblood, but Eve gets accepted.
I wasn't doing any good in there anyway.
She didn't need that. She's got extra.
Fine.
Raven poses as a student to sneak photos of the celebrity kids. When she gets back to her Airbnb, there's a big guy outside who asks her if she's been staying there long. She tells him some BS about birds dropping garbage, and it's Channing Tatum, looking for his phone. He is a sad panda and notices his photos in the newsstand.
Yeah.
Oh, Channing.
Poor buddy.
I feel like he deserves better.
He does.
He's been
done wrong.
Should have used all those muscles to hold onto his phone better.
Wow.
Mystical birds?
I didn't think he was expecting to have to wrestle birds.
Probably
You
not.
need to prepare for
Everything.
That's what functional training means.
I mean,
Exactly.
hashtag Demi Squad knows that. But
Yes.
Channing Tatum doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, Channing, you learned today.
So Michael's here, and he's using our Verdant playbook.
Yes.
Do you want to read your blurb? And
Sure.
We'll just jump into it. Let's do the playbook first, and then we'll actually introduce your character and do your tangles and figure out if you guys want to double up on a tangle or something. That's totally fine, because I think we
Double
filled in
tangle.
most of them. Or if there's one you don't want to use, that's still fine. But let's hear about what the Verdant is.
So, the Verdant in every pantheon is the reason things grow. You are a steward of fertility, vitality, and life itself. Many times this means you are also a herald of death, as the circle of life continues ever on, working in a partnership with your Reaper. Nevertheless, life finds a way. I'm not. This particular character is not super. He's very much about the plants and the growing and the life and.
Yeah, the playbook can go sort of druidy, shapeshifter, planty, master. There are lots of different ways to play it.
Nice.
So
Animalistic, kind of.
yeah.
Thanks.
And so tell us about your dude.
Okay, so this character's name is Garth Johnson, and he looks like a Viking dude. He's got long blonde hair, beard, and he owns the most successful dispensary in Venice Beach, Gateway to Valhalla.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
the name.
That's what it's called.
Love
Is
it.
the name of the shop. So the shop is on the first floor of a 3-story building. The second floor is his living space, and the roof is a mystical garden that only he can access. That is full of exotic plants that can give powers or can be used in rituals. It's I like to think of there being a lot of stewards of these gardens of life around the earth, and he's the one who's in charge of this particular zone.
Yeah,
Cool.
I like that. That's fun.
So I don't. Garth doesn't venture out as much on adventures, which is why he hasn't been part of these. He's tending his own place.
Yeah, but we should say he is a character that all of your characters
Yes.
have met at some point
Yeah.
because demigods are drawn to each other.
Yes.
So that just happens. But wasn't there when you saved Percy's life, and so is not immediately in that knot of tangles that you all created for yourselves. But since
Possible on that one, dude.
Kenzie is off, it turns out, having to prepare a brief of some kind.
Okay.
Or someone's briefs. That was unclear.
One of the two.
We'll figure that out. I'm going to chat with Adam later and figure out exactly what we want to say, what's going on there. But when we start up, you'll know, Kenzie's not just missing. It's got some shit to do.
I also have a animal companion. She's a boar, and her name is Wilhelmina.
Oh,
And I call her Mina. And she is my best bud. So, yeah, there's that. And what else?
That's pretty good. Oh, what was the pantheon again?
Norse.
Oh, yeah, the Norse pantheon. Didn't see that coming, Valhalla.
This character was raised by human parents, but is kind of was tagged by Freyr, who's a Norse god of life and sunlight and fertility, and he was kind of found and tagged by Freyr and given to these mortal parents, basically,
Okay.
who were big old hippies.
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe you said Portland hippies.
Well, they live in Oregon now. They
Yeah,
were
okay.
originally from the Venice area.
Oh, okay.
They had a little booth on the Venice Walk and everything, and sold
Yeah.
stuff. And Garth grew up surfing and growing this garden.
Okay.
Love it.
Cool. So the Verdant has some gift options. Which 3 gifts did you pick?
Well, my animal companion is one, and then I have the ability to tree walk, so I can walk from tree to tree, as long as I can fit into a tree, I can emerge from another tree.
Yeah. You actually phase into the tree and then come out of another tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brain did a real weird thing. It's like,
Yeah.
got it.
Might have to go in sideways at some
Yeah.
point, sure.
Yeah. And then I also have epic armor. When necessary, I can activate basically tree bark on my skin
Nice.
Cool.
to protect.
Cool.
And then I did take in advance because you gave me a couple of those, and I am taking vital aura as well, which is I things grow around me.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with my gardening.
What's your death move?
Not
That'll come up, but
no, that's Ascendance, right?
no, it's on the front there. It says death move.
But we're going to talk about Ascendance? No? Okay. Death move is... while you're dead, your shade in the mortal world can be a blight or a blessing to living things. I roll metal to cause health problems or cure minor maladies in plants and living creatures I contact.
Okay, cool. And we could skip over Ascendance move. No one cares about that. No, let's read that next.
Ascendance. The living world needs you now more than ever, and you can see exactly what needs to be done. Call forth the vines and brambles, summon the hordes of animals, and reap sweet justice on those who would wreak havoc on the earth.
Nice.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh yeah, your moves. You don't have to read like every word, but give us the short version of your moves.
Well, my exotic garden, which is one of my moves. It's like my place to. It's like my hideout. It's hidden from the world, but there are malevolent forces in the world who know of it and do want to destroy it, which is why I have to like be near it to protect it.
Okay.
There's like there's all manner of like mystical plants up there that I can use for various activities. There's also there's like a pool in the middle of it, which is the water of life, which what is it? It can like maybe bring people back from the dead. We don't know.
Or just like a sweet spa day.
Yeah. One of those.
Yeah.
Are we having a hot springs episode? Yes.
But as I said, it is a danger. Like people are looking for it, and I've protected it by installing a number of poisonous mystical plants up there. So if you don't go there alone, just you know where it is. Just go with a chaperone.
Go with an adult.
Bring an extra buddy.
I also have power of regrowth, which means I can use the power of the earth to heal myself and others.
Nice.
And I can also I can also speak to animals and plants and kind of get an idea of. It's spies everywhere. I can get hints on things from the natural world, mostly plants. I'm all about plants. Like less on the animal side, plant animal balance.
Although if you do have the opportunity to talk to pigs, Wilhelmina can help you.
Yes,
with
she
that.
can.
Yeah,
She can help.
Your animal companion can help you talk to the right kind of animal. So
Nice.
We need to find you more pigs.
Needless to say, Garth is a vegan because he will not destroy the animals.
He does not go on picnics with Eve. Got
He's a big
it.
hippie.
Yeah.
He's a big hippie, just like me.
it's true. Mike's a big hippie. If you don't know him, that is 100% true. That's true.
That's all of that business.
Cool. So that sounds like a lot of fun for Garth. So let's look at Garth's tangles.
Yeah.
You want to just read them all off
So
as
need
blanks,
pencil.
and then we'll
I
see.
had a pencil in my book. There it is. Blank seems to be oblivious to the natural world. You've had an on-again, off-again relationship with Blank for a while now. You and Blank pulled off a newsworthy bit of eco-terrorism. You can always count on Blank when it's time to celebrate. Blank seems interested in the ways of Mother Nature and could learn a lot from you. And you can't seem to wrap your head around Eve, and you're not sure you want to.
It's weird how that was already filled in.
Just filled. That's weird.
Magically filled in.
Nice.
Anybody else have? And Adam wanted to dibs the eco-terrorism one.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So
okay.
you did an
I
eco-terrorism.
know. I was also like,
That makes sense though with the
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what we didn't really.
He wanted that real bad.
Yeah.
Maybe
Kenzie.
yeah.
Kenzi.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, maybe and maybe he like represented you like after you pulled it off and he got you off or something.
Oh, that's
That's
are we not doing phrasing anymore?
no.
Okay.
That is perfect phrasing for this game. What are you talking about? I had that planned for like a minute and a half. I was like waiting.
Good.
Fair point.
Good.
My bad.
Good
We were
work.
trying to be adults for a minute and it didn't work.
Yeah, I failed. I failed that roll real quick.
Your face failed it real
Yeah.
hard.
I didn't get that memo. Are we being adults
We did.
today?
No.
We do have another. There is another character coming up down the line.
Yes.
Who, off screen, we did discuss that we would be the ones to throw rad parties.
Okay, you and the Reap
Yeah.
Yeah.
person.
Spoiler.
The Reap person.
Yeah.
It's like a person again.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
I'm calling dibs on is interested in Mother Nature.
that made sense to me.
I want to just start I want to build a garden on the lawn.
Like a community garden
Yeah.
that everyone can share in,
Right?
but don't touch it because it's mine.
Exactly, and it'll be all organic.
You're
It's
doing
gonna
it
be
wrong. Let me
super
do that for
good.
you.
How do you spell your name?
THAI with umlauts S.
It's just an extra I.
That's very easy.
An I
I'm
that is
gonna
extra.
I'm gonna write a different way, and then I remember how to say it.
Yeah, it's okay. I had to do that with Eve. I was like, Eve is shit.
Wivus.
Saint Laurent.
Spread, you guys.
So yeah, I have Oblivious to the Natural World and On Again Off Again Relationship left.
We scrapped over the on again, off again one. Our thirsty group were like, who gets that one?
Yeah, that's true. Our Slack channel was like, nope, not everyone can have that. But actually, you could, I guess.
Yeah.
Because why not?
What are they?
It's
There's
a game.
blank
and-
seems to be oblivious to the natural world. I don't know how is that true.
Probably.
I mean, you're
It actually seems really appropriate. I'm
like you're into
yeah.
birds.
Can I sell
And
it?
that's about it, right?
No.
But you don't know shit about birds.
Yeah,
Just
no.
that birds follow
They
you
deliver
around.
phones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how she knows about the natural
She's
world.
oblivious. Yep.
Yeah, that's like
I
a
think that
service.
sounds-
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Side note, I got you for my tangle. You know the secret Garth keeps in his heart.
Yes.
Oh,
I know a
like that.
thing about him. I'm
Yes.
very
Okay.
excited about
That's
it.
awesome.
So you guys
I,
have
ch-
hung
I
out
reminded
before.
myself by checking the Slack. I was like, still got it.
Yeah.
Or someone told her my secret that
Oh. That could be.
found out some other way.
Whatever you wanted to. Maybe Mina told you.
Your pig snitched on you?
I love it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with, because it happens a lot, you accidentally injured blank with your powers, and they don't know it was your fault.
What did that injury look like? I mean, he heals up real quick.
Yeah,
so-
I was like, maybe I was surfing and you were hunting, and like I was
Oh,
paddling on my
yeah.
surfboard.
Oh my god.
And you were like,
Yeah.
ooh, what's that?
Dolphins.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nope,
was like,
that's not a... Never mind.
That looks
Thought
yummy.
he was a seafood snack. No!
I totally tried to eat him once.
You're like a shark. That's so
Yeah,
good.
like shark thinking it's a seal up there. Oh, that,
Oh, nope.
sorry.
Nope. I just let go and swam away and was like, wasn't me.
arm
And
got-
you were like a little high after. You're like, contact high.
Whoa.
What is this, dude?
I'm going to follow him home.
Yeah, that maybe
No.
you did fall and like went to the shop and bought some stuff because you felt bad. And you're
Yeah.
like, I'll spend
Isn't
some
Eve
money
under
here.
21?
It doesn't matter to her.
Yeah.
Matters to me. I'm
Yeah,
a
it
responsible
does.
business owner.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
but she's also a demigod.
Okay.
That's
Well, maybe I took you up
not
to my
really-
special supply.
Yeah.
I am part squid monster, and you would notice that.
yeah. Demigods know they generally can identify each other unless somebody's really trying hard to be under wraps. So,
I still don't want to get shut down.
Yeah, that's fair.
has to get reported.
The police don't know that she's.
I
Well,
can make them not know.
yeah. Unfortunately, they believe what she tells them, and that's
And then
difficult for them.
get strange nosebleeds.
And Raven can also get it like people to do what you tell them to. Right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Okay.
Just not if you're tricking them with an illusion.
I'm getting better at that. Practice. It's a thing.
Which one did you have for?
The only one I have left is you and Blank pulled a hellish prank that one time.
Ooh, that's fun.
I mean, I do like pranks as long as like nobody's gonna like get super hurt.
She's like, I don't understand.
What's the point?
Oh, you mean you think about what happens after? Got it.
But I mean, if you guys lined up something where you were like, oh, hey, corporate farm or something, you know, that where they're like grow way more stuff and then they should grow there and use like
Yeah.
horrible chemicals, and you're like, yeah, let's fuck some shit up. Like
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm good at that.
that could be a fun prank. Of course, that's just eco-terrorism. But
Yeah,
you
that
know,
is.
one person's prank is another person's eco-terrorism.
Yeah, there you go.
So
I mean, we could go after one of the big corporate dispensaries,
Or we
Cool.
we could have like
and then I have a bunch of free weed to sell.
Yes.
Not that I want to be your competition. I'll go to another side of town. It'll be fine.
I mean, we also could have like pranked some celebrity that I don't particularly like to
Get
Oh.
pictures
to
of
get
that.
pictures.
That is 100% something I would totally do.
Yeah.
That's very good.
yeah,
Who don't you like?
embarrass
Go.
somebody.
Someone who like I don't want to like.
Name names.
Channing Tatum.
Call them
I don't
out.
wanna blast
It's,
right
it's
now.
who your character doesn't like, not
not me,
necessarily
not you.
Mike.
Yeah.
We have plausible deniability. We're playing pretend.
You know, I got. Let's
talk
think
about
about this.
this
I don't
too.
want. I don't want to sit here and like stew about it. But
Yeah,
if I
that's
come with
fine.
something during the course of this, I'll shout it out.
Okay.
And we'll get
Stu
it.
Venable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's celebrity Stu Venable pranked hard.
Yes.
Very good.
Are there any like super anti-drug celebrities? I was like, oh, I
I-
just planted some weed on him.
Can't think
I like
of
Tom
any.
Cruise.
Maybe. Is he anti-drugs?
I don't know. He's
Or
anti-therapy, so I'm gonna say,
anti-weed?
like,
Oh,
both.
bummer.
Yeah.
Mm,
Just a Scientologist feels like the answer.
Yeah,
well,
seems.
all right.
Sorry. Said that thing in LA.
Please don't bomb us.
I'm on a list now.
You were on it already.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we've got a Garth Johnson. I'm into it. Did you have one on your sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember I tried to eat him?
injured me.
Oh, tried to
in the
eat
ocean.
him. You did the prank. You did.
I know his secret.
You know the secret, and then what did you put everyone down for?
Raven seems to believe it's the natural world, and I'm like, come to my secret garden, learn the ways of plants, care about the earth.
Can I sell it?
Ah, God. Nothing.
So my Google Foo, Lindsay Lohan actually is in trouble with PETA quite often because of her obsession with furs.
Oh,
There
boy.
we go. Yeah, we can prank a
Perfect.
fur fan for
Sure,
sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
That seems fine.
Oh my God.
But pranking Lindsay Lohan, it's like just stepping on something.
Yeah,
Like that.
that's punching down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just think
That
how
seems like
amazing
something
it'd be
Raven would do, though.
if like her fur she's wearing like comes to life,
Ah!
like on the red carpet for
Okay.
something.
That'd be very
Yes.
good. That's
One
very
hundo
good.
in on that. Yep, we did that.
So good.
We
It
did
sounds
that.
like the guy from Holy Grail. I'm still alive.
Not dead yet.
I feel happy.
I feel like going for a walk.
Thais, on the other hand, does seem receptive to my come learn of the ways of the earth. Come to the garden, meditate.
Totally.
Get
The
smoke this. It's
Garden
cool.
of Life.
We're good here. Garth is very chill.
Yeah.
That seems fine. He's very high strung.
Um,
How likely is he to break into song?
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Unlikely.
obligated. You're
Unlikely.
No, pretty light. Like,
Oh, likely. Okay.
Someone brought a guitar to this party.
It was me? I brought a
brought this
guitar?
guitar.
Who even knew that I had this with me?
Oh no. Oh no, I'm that guy.
so good.
Yeah, you definitely show up. You're like, oh, I forgot I had my guitar strapped to my back. Shall I play something?
Oh, I don't want to be that douchey though.
Okay, that.
I want to do it in a
good.
fun way.
Yeah, okay.
I'll
Like,
tell- I
you
take-
wait till somebody to ask you
Yeah,
about it.
and then I take requests. I don't just sit there and like play fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire like Taylor Swift or something.
Sure. Oh, that was rough. Yeah.
Play ukulele. That's always charming. Like no, okay, no. I thought it was adorable. That's fine. It's just a me thing.
And then
I like ukulele. I don't know what that look Kimmy gave you was. That was vicious.
I don't know what it's like.
As a folk musician, I have a
that's
strange
the point.
relationship with ukuleles.
Eve is so far out of like what the natural world is. I'm like, I don't know if I can teach you.
But it's
ways.
also part animal.
Yeah.
So you would think that it would
I also
work
probably
better.
really like your poisonous, monstrous plants.
Sure. But I'm like,
These seem great.
Sweet.
but also I'm like, what?
Don't eat that. Don't. Oh no.
Those don't usually like people. Why do they like you?
Like you ate my poisonous plants and you seemed cool with it.
That
I'm
was
like,
delicious.
Spicy.
I'm imagining like you have like a little Audrey too up there, and
Oh,
you
for
like
sure.
make a tentacle like it, and you guys just like have a conversation.
Totally,
That's
yes.
amazing. And I love everything about that story. What are the rest of your tangles? Or was that all?
that was a Kenzie and I did ecoterrorism.
Yep.
And I mean, I guess I could make my last thread on again, off again relationship with Percy.
Sure.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yay, Percy!
That makes sense.
Everyone's
Continue
into
the purse
Percy.
thirst.
Yeah. Purse thirst is so real, y'all.
Yeah. Hashtag purse thirst.
Whatever. I saw the chat from the last one. They're
We-
like, she would like him the most. They could have a normal relationship. I'm like, yeah, there's something there.
Percy's on my beach volleyball team. We're often out like without our shirts on playing
Yeah.
volleyball.
Yep. Yeah. Top gunning it.
Oh,
Perfect.
100.
Yeah.
Just slow motion high fives and bro hugs.
Yeah. No one else is in slow motion, but you. Just sweaty bro
I
hugs.
use my
and
time stop ascendance move to like make that happen.
worst use of an ascendance move ever.
Or is it? Like, I mean, really.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right?
Oh, Mike, just so you know, ascendance move is a thing. It used to be something you have to unlock. Mike's been in a couple playtests with me. It's now a thing you can use, and when you use it 3 times, you can't be human anymore.
Oh, cool.
You're done. You're off to your pantheon to be a god because you're too divine. So,
I'll definitely use all 3 of those today.
and we're also, I'm still like trying to get a rule together, like why shouldn't you just use it 2 times right away?
I use mine twice for Danger Zone.
No.
I do that.
But yeah, so I think using it is going to get you some sort of like, each time you use it gets a little more difficult to deal with mortals. But I don't know what that's going to look like yet. So maybe just narratively.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe you
it
have to
may-
shuffle your stats or something.
Maybe. Yeah.
It may also bring
Something.
unwanted attention to my secret garden.
Yeah.
I don't want people to
Yeah,
know
for
that.
sure. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So, last time we were figuring out how we could go help out with the High Tech High beach cleanup. They were going to Venice Beach specifically, and which is a good choice because it's real dirty, and like everything about Venice is real dirty. And they had a development that looked like this spray it was like a bacteria kind of thing that would eat petroleum products and remnants and turn it into just biological remnants that would then be eaten up by other like microbes that eat biological remnants, and it would just moldy up and turn into whatever natural things turn into.
So clearly Garth has been following this story very closely.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
And their High Tech High's gotten a lot of publicity. The kids are coming out to do a beach cleanup today, and the number one, like the person leading the High Tech High group, who's been in the news talking about this, is the teacher's name is Llewellyn, and I just blanked on his last name.
Oh my God.
Llewellyn?
I had a Llewellyn in high school.
Oh, yeah?
One of my teachers,
Yeah.
Mr. Llewellyn.
Yeah, his first name is Llewellyn.
Oh.
And, oh my God, okay. Well, anyway, he is I want to call him Mr. something, and I'm blanking. Anyway, I'm going to look this up super quick. But he is one of
Llewellyn
the...
Carl?
Yeah.
He's one of the teachers at High Tech High, and his son attends High Tech High, and his son is called Connor.
If High Tech High wasn't a real place, I'd be like, that's the laziest naming of a
Right?
school I've ever
Right.
I know. I was like,
It still is, though.
I was looking it up before the game. I was like, haha, High Tech High. Let's see if there's, I was thinking there's some fictional reference, or like I was ripping off some author.
Yeah.
And then it's a real place. That's,
I feel like you make a tech school and you have to have that conversation, and eventually someone's like, fine, we'll bite the bullet. We are High Tech High, I'm sorry.
oh, it is Mr. Llewellyn. His name is Marcus. Marcus
Oh.
Llewellyn.
Perfect.
Nailed it. Sorry, I made you change the notes.
It's okay.
I ruined everything.
That's why I write it in pencil.
So Marcus is the kind of the front. He's not the principal or anything. He's just the shop teacher, right? But his kid apparently spearheaded this discovery, and then like a class project accidentally figured out this process, and that's what's all over the news, right? They didn't put air quotes around it. I just put air quotes around it because we know that there aren't really accidents or coincidences in Demigods.
Nope.
Spoiler. But Mr. Llewellyn and his son Connor are the kind of the front page eco news today. Definitely not front page newspaper, because it's not like the news gives two shits about the environment. Maybe the local Venice paper would get front page, because all the there's going to be like 200 kids out at the beach.
I got flyers for it in my shop everywhere.
Yeah, awesome.
Come out, with kids.
And
School's a little uncomfortable with it.
and so the goal is for folks to come out. Well, the students are going to come out with these spray bottles and kind of just spray trash when they see it. And they're telling people like, hey, don't step in it with your shoes, because you've got like rubber in your shoes, or you just got to be until it becomes inert. Like give it a little time. Don't spray it on your clothes or your shoes or anything, because any
Yeah, because telling high schoolers to not spray each other something
Oh
that will
my
eat their clothing
God.
is totally going to be adhered to.
Hour
and listened
in,
to.
Yeah.
so many chunks out. Like, God damn it, kids.
Cotton, I think, would survive.
Okay.
I think Cotton would survive.
So everyone had to wear
Yeah.
cotton clothing that day.
Yeah.
Got
It's like
it.
that Zoolander gasoline scene where they're just
Exactly.
like spraying at each other.
Exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
The George Michael song in the background.
Perfect. Oh man, I'm just picturing like the teenage version of Demigods, in a much more like the Percy Jackson books are fine, but not my personal favorite thing. But like this version of teenage Demigods, I think would be very amusing. That's fine. You could use my game to play however you want at home. There actually was some stuff. I was tweeting about stuff, and people were like, "Oh, hey, this is what I would do with this Pantheon." Blah blah. I'm like, "Cool. When you get the game,
You can do that.
do whatever you want with it."
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't hurt my feelings.
I've gotten suggestion tweets.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I'll
But
fuck you. Don't worry about it. You know that's
But go
coming.
to the forum and post. No.
Yeah, no, post on the forum. Just don't like at me. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you should or shouldn't do this
Yeah.
thing. Like,
yeah, no, I'm all for people homebrewing and tweaking and doing
Yeah.
whatever you
Yeah.
want with it. That's the point of every RPG, I
Absolutely.
think.
Totally.
People get mad when you do D&D wrong, like, well, spoiler, there's no wrong way to do it.
So how did you find out that people get mad when you do D&D wrong, Jason?
I don't remember how that came up.
No idea.
No, actually, I dodged that pretty well. Last year's fair game, I ran D&D for a bunch of people. But up front, I was like, this is my D&D.
Yeah. It was a really fun game.
What does it say? This is pig.
on it.
Thirsty pig.
I saw
it
that
says
back half
thirsty
of it.
pig.
That is the most
And I
appropriate.
was so excited. I'm like,
That's
please zip it, let me
the best
Oh,
sweatshirt ever for this game.
that's amazing.
So good.
Good job, thank
Is that a place to buy beer?
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
bar.
it's-
It's a bar in Maine.
A bar in Maine.
My cousin lives there.
Thirsty pig. I'm very happy about this
Take a picture.
situation.
Yay.
So anyway, yeah, ran D&D. Up front, I was like, by the way, guys, this is D&D
Actually,
and
so
me.
good. It was such a great game, actually.
We had a good time, but Rob kept saying like, oh, I'd really love to play D&D sometime, and I was like, why? This is more fun.
And every time I see him, he's like, I really miss that game.
Yeah,
Aw.
Like,
we had a
literally-
good time.
Like legit, yesterday he got super drunk. He was like, I miss Jason's game.
I
It's
miss
really
Rob.
good."
Rob is a very sweet human being.
Yes.
But the D&D as written, I can't. I need some elbow room.
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen.
It's all good.
Okay, so we're what is it? We're gonna do a little vignettes of everybody getting to the beach.
Cool.
Eve getting to the beach. Where does
Yeah.
she live?
Oh, where did I live? I forget, actually.
He
she-
lived over in Santa Monica, like the west side.
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
ocean.
Yeah, so I live by the ocean because I like to eat in it.
Yeah. Why would he pay for sushi?
So
You
good.
just go get it. It's
I
easy.
imagine her having to go with a group, like for work, like all the models are going out for sushi, and she's like,
This is not even fresh enough.
Yeah.
It's not moving.
yeah,
I feel like you like dolphin out, like when you like swim up through Malibu by Nobu, like overpriced, and just like jump back in
yep,
and get a seafood snack.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, totally.
not a vegan.
Yeah. Probably already went out to the beach for breakfast.
Yeah,
Smart.
And then went home to change.
yeah, they're teenagers, so they're not showing up till 10 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a very early day for them
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Like the eating is good at like sunrise.
Sure. Oh,
So-
and reminder, our last game, it was Thursday, so there's also Friday and Saturday morning if there's like something you wanted to do with your character.
Okay.
Unfortunately, during the day on Friday, Kenzie found out, like his firm was like, hey, we need you to come in and do the thing. So we'll figure out what that is later. But
Okay. I don't think she has anything to do on Friday, probably. So just see snacks on Saturday morning, and then go home, change into like a maxi skirt for obvious reasons, like a big sun hat and cute top, and
Sure.
head out to the beach to help with
Okay.
do the cleanup thing
Cool.
or
I like
observe
that.
or whatever.
What's Garth's day like?
I mean, usually it's making sure everything's set to go in the morning for the store. Like,
Does he have some employees
Yeah.
when he doesn't want to hang around? Yeah.
oh
okay.
no, he's got it's. I don't know if you've been to any of like the fancy dispensaries that have opened here, but they're like Apple stores now. It's like they have
good.
displays and like employees
that's
like come
awesome.
up and be like, "Hey, what can I help you with? I have this iPad. What would you like? We have Odin's beard here, and we have like Sap of
it's a
Yggdrasil.
high tech. It's not
Yeah.
like some grungy
No.
old school place.
No, this is the hotness. This is like
Okay.
this is a nice place.
Yeah.
So I'm like, making sure like my shift manager knows what the specials are for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like getting set up, and then like I pop up to my garden and like spend a few minutes like honoring Freyr.
Mm.
And then I go. Usually I go out and surf for a couple hours in the morning.
Does Mina just kind of chill on the beach while you're surfing usually?
She kind of.
Because she could be a figure that other surfers like, oh no, that's Garth's pig, dude. That's cool. Just
Yeah, I think so. She likes to play with the dogs on the beach.
oh yeah,
She like chases them around.
yeah,
They chase her.
yeah. She's like a boar. Right?
Yeah, she's like 400 pounds.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a big animal.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nice.
but
There's a
like,
bunch of corgis just confused.
They're like, oh, that's a weird looking dog.
but she loves corgis and likes
Yeah.
to snoofle them.
Yeah,
Oh.
they probably don't know what to do with her.
They just roll on their bellies and she's
Yeah.
like, "Mm." It's very cute.
She's
Very
very
cute.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's kind of a chill morning. I planned on being out for this because it's been like in the it's been in the news. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great thing that these like mortal people are up to. This is
Yeah.
like rad for the oceans. Let's
Mortal
do this.
tricks.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. What's Thais' morning like, or Friday?
The Friday was spent with the kids. That's when I
Oh,
discovered
yeah.
all of their cool stuff.
Yeah,
So
they're
by-
fine and normal.
Yeah, no,
Everything's
it's fine. It's cool. Like, I feel like across the day, they came to an understanding that they occasionally read mom's minds, but it's usually like a very like, what does she want right now? And I think she was thinking about the Saturday like beach cleanup, so they're like, beach, we want to go to the beach, beach. So now she's like stuck like bringing them and Roman, but
Yeah.
all I want is to establish that like they have an understanding that like if mom has a bunch of demigod thoughts, like go get dad to walk away, like bring them somewhere else so they can be like my smoke screen. Like we have to go do a magic thing that dad gets broken when he thinks about too much. So take him somewhere else. So we'll see if 4-year-olds can like listen to complex directions. Yeah, that was it.
Seems achievable.
Yeah, right? It's fine.
There's on Friday afternoon, Roman's had he's drinking. No, he's not drunk, but he's
Okay.
he's had a couple,
Alright.
and finally comes to talk to you and is saying, "All right, so there's something I need to talk to you about, and it's kind of weird. I just need you to hear me out."
Of course. Yeah, sure. Sits down. Braces.
Look, I didn't used to believe in this stuff, but I've seen the boys do some stuff that I can't explain. And look, I know this sounds weird. I know what this sounds like. But I honestly think they're kind of psychic.
For your consideration, she tries to look shocked. Like, what? Oh no.
I debated even bringing it up with you. I'm sorry. And you see like two pairs of eyes like pop
Yeah.
around the corner like, oh, we're not supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like wave them off. Like,
Yeah.
like trying to look like, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Two happy faces were like, oh, yeah.
Oh man, I feel so bad. This is like a family turned against Roman. Like, oh no, spare the normal. How would she respond? Like, okay, that's. Do you remember a conversation we had maybe a week ago? It was kind of about this. It was
I don't
kind of
know.
like this. That's fair. We'll give it another week. That's fine. Like I've been reading a lot of like new age stuff about like indigo children. Like she like frantically like searches her mental Wikipedia for like new age bullshit about twins, and they're just like super in sync with each other, and maybe they have like their own twin language that they communicate in that we don't understand or see, and I'm sure it's that and not anything else than that.
Yeah, you're probably right. I know, like, psychic bullshit's not a real thing. I just thought...
God. She just looks like super pained, like.
I guess I just wanted it to be true, but...
You want it?
No, you're right. That's not anything. Wishful thinking. It's like all those, bullshit ghost stories, and like, I get it. That's fine.
Fuck. Yeah. No, it's cool. So you down for this beach thing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's gonna be. It's so cool that they come up with something to clean up the beach.
Yeah,
It's
that's so great.
good. And what is Raven's Friday, Saturday like?
I feel like
A little bit hungover Friday.
Little. That's okay though, because she didn't have to be anywhere until like that night. There was like an award show, so she was just going to go grab pictures of celebrities like arriving and going on the red carpet and stuff. So she was up late, kind of doing that. Sort of boring, but definitely can sell all those photos. And then, so I feel like most of her day was sleeping it.
So wait, she was going through like digital files on Friday, or
No. She went to like there was an award show on Friday night.
there was an award show
Yeah,
and she
so
was
she
taking
slept
pictures.
most of Friday.
Okay, got
Sleeping
it.
it off, and then like went that night to that awards thing, took a bunch of pictures of people on the red carpets, and then went to bed again,
Yeah.
and then slept
Yeah.
until she had to go to this beach thing the
Okay.
next
I know
day.
those
When
feelings.
she woke up,
Sleeping happens.
my dice can. Oh.
Oh, you gave it to me to heat up for you.
Although nice and toasty.
Nice and tasty.
When she wakes up,
Want the lid?
there's a pile of 10 memory cards on her. Where is she residing at the moment?
She found a place over near the beach cleanup
Oh, because she knew she was going
because
to
she
have
knew
to be
she was
over
going to
there.
have to do that, and she knew it would be a morning thing, and she didn't want it to go very far.
Oh, yeah.
So, so that's it. So she's staying at an Airbnb somewhere, probably.
Can Thais have like convinced her like the house next door on my block like totally does Airbnb? Take that one. Check. Sweet.
I don't have
not?
to watch the kids, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. Then I'm down for that.
Sweet.
Okay, so the sliding glass door to the kind of nice balcony that's there is open, and right in front of, like, it's open this far, like 6 inches,
Right.
and right in front of that is a pile of memory cards.
Right. Get some coffee. All right, memory cards.
They have little scratches on them too. It's weird. They're intact, but there's like little,
Like beak scratches?
kinda, maybe,
Like what a
Maybe.
beak might make on it?
maybe.
Good thing I don't know anything about nature. Okay, mysterious. I'm gonna like look around outside. Get some coffee.
Looks like, I mean, you could see the beach from here. It's like a nice, perfect blue skies day for a big school outing.
Oh, good. I put on my sunglasses in my house. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's April, so it's going to be, probably like 100 degrees in the valley and 75 degrees on the
Perfect.
beach.
Yeah.
So,
Why I'm not in the valley.
West side.
All right. So yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm gonna like pull out my laptop and start putting these things in, saying what they are.
they are camera memory cards, and each one has several hundred pictures of the red carpet from not your camera.
These birds are the worst. I love them so much.
And they're from different angles from around the red carpet. Like, you could see you taking pictures in the background of one of them. These are from a bunch of different cameras that were at the red carpet.
Amazing.
Carpet?
Carpet.
Good. Normal.
I'm just gonna let it go. I'm glad you did.
That's a word
Like
that people say.
smile. I'm gonna go get one of the pots and pans from in the kitchen. I'm gonna put them all in it. I'm gonna start heating them up over the stove.
Did you copy out the pictures first?
No, I'm
Oh.
not gonna use those pictures. But now the pictures I have are much more valuable.
Oh, okay.
Because all of these pictures don't exist anymore. The prices on for mine just skyrocketed.
Amazing.
That's true.
But if I start selling off other people's pictures, people are gonna be like, "Where did you get that? This was stolen from my camera."
Oh.
So this way, I get to sell mine much more money.
Wow, that is even more devious than I had imagined.
So yeah,
Zang.
I am cooking my breakfast of other people's hard work.
Does it smell good? That burning plastic smell is like,
That
oh,
pan is ruined, but it's not yours, right? It's-
oh no, that's the Airbnb pan.
Use like a
smells-
really
And it was
nice
like
butter.
that when she found it.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what kind of people stay here, but whatever it is, it smells like money, so I'm good.
Yeah, your editor has called, has like, whenever it is you're up, there's like 20 text messages.
Nice.
They're like, we need your stuff right now. We have the bleeding edge.
Yes.
Like,
Excellent.
where are your pictures?
Yeah.
No one else's pictures are in.
Yeah.
Yeah. you have made thousands of dollars.
Yo,
God, I love
you're a
birds.
thousandaire.
Oh my God, maybe he's right about this whole nature thing. It's a really profitable. Drink more coffee.
What?
Yes.
So good.
Okay, well, the 10 a.m. rolls around. A big school bus pulled. It's actually not a yellow school bus. It's like the white and black, like tinted windows, real nice coach
Yeah.
bus. Yep.
I'm sorry, I had one question. I understand why the rest of us would be at the beach. Why does Raven go to the beach? I don't know if I missed something. Why would she
Because my friends told me to go.
have that motive? Okay.
Oh, yeah, the last episode was all about, like, hey, we have to go to the beach because this thing is happening.
Cool.
And it's a beach cleanup, but it's because of some reasons.
Sure.
Yeah.
And this magical thing that came out of the glass window.
Right, because of the Fibonacci. Okay.
said,
Magic
go to
told
the...
us we
I
had to
called
be
a
there.
lift outside her house to be like, you have to come.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I'm like in my hoodie, my glasses,
Sweet.
like everything. But I might be able to steal pictures of kids. It'll be great.
Don't say that out loud. In the car.
I'm still a little hungover.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be my inner dialogue. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As you get in the car, I'm like, why does your hoodie smell like burning plastic? It's disgusting.
It's
I
money.
just spritz you with Febreze.
Yes. It's fine.
That's fine.
Good times.
Thinking about all the money I made this morning without even doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, legit, like, probably 20 or 30 grand.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's like
legit, like a lot.
so much money.
Good
Yes.
job, Bird Squad.
Nice.
And all I did was get rid of some trash.
Perfect.
Cleaning up the B&B I stayed at is fine.
You could have just broken them and throw them in the garbage can.
I like your way more.
Boiling them is more
Dramatically
dramatic.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Was it a boil or was it like a nice saute?
I don't think I watched it that long. I think I was like, oh, good, they're all burning. I should probably do something more fun.
Yeah.
Perfect. To the beach.
Yes.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo. So this real nice bus pulls up, and the park rangers have already, like, they had saved a spot for the bus to pull up, and there's probably a couple buses, there's about 40 kids on a bus, so we get like 3 buses pull up, all these teenagers pour out. The High Tech High in Malibu is a big school, and again, this is a fictional representation of what turns out to be the real name of a school. But this is a big kind of like magnet, not really private school, but like a magnet school of like tech-oriented teens. And I think they probably have a middle school too. So they're like a middle school, high school, and they focus on techie stuff, even when they do all their lessons, history and math and science and all that stuff, but they're focused on technology. So they're called High Tech High. And these buses pull up, all these kids roll out, and they're kids in beachwear, right? But a bunch of them have the HTH t-shirts on, and a lot of them have written, like, Class of 2018, or just like 2018 on their forearms or their forehead, or like the seniors are definitely being seniors.
Yeah.
For those of us who work with teens, this is very cathartic. It's,
Like, can Garth have like volunteered to help with like this? Like, just been like, would the school allow that?
can Garth present himself as a responsible adult?
I'm a respected local business owner.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you sponsoring part of the event? They'd probably help.
Well,
Yeah,
let's do a flashback.
sure.
Yeah.
Garth approaching the school. Very appropriate for Garth. Thank you. I was really hoping we'd get to do that. As I yank my microphone off.
It's all good.
Okay. So, Garth approaching High Tech High. Is he going to go up to the campus, give him a call?
Oh, I've called ahead.
Okay.
I've said, hey, I've heard about your initiative. I'd really like to help out. Like, what can I do? I can offer monetary support. I can come out and help these kids, like, clean up. Like, whatever I can do, I'd love to help.
Well, you end up on the phone with Mr. Llewellyn, and because the secretary at the school, he's like, well, you should talk to the advisor of the program.
Yeah.
Right? The shop teacher, Mr. Llewellyn, and he transfers the call, and you end up on the phone with Mr. Llewellyn, and he says, that would probably be really helpful, especially since you're local to Venice and we're up in Malibu. Could we have a sit down before Saturday?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Love to.
All right.
Love
cool.
what you're doing, man. It's great.
Oh, okay. Well,
Love it.
come on up to the school, maybe after school Thursday, and we'll have a chit chat.
Okay.
All right. I love that that's happening the same day that you guys were getting up to nonsense.
Yeah.
And
One of us had to have a good, important day.
yeah.
And to be clear, I do show up to the school with a suit jacket and not like a tie and all buttoned up, but business casual. But
Yeah.
I am wearing flip flops. That's
I forgot about the
It was
shoes
so
thing.
close.
Yeah.
So
this is
good.
very close.
Is it that it didn't occur to him to put on shoes, or he was like, oh shit, I should have dress shoes?
No,
Oh, well.
I'm gonna be comfortable, man.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Well, when you get there, there's a visitor pass waiting for you, and you're directed to the shop. And when you get to the shop at High Tech High, this is not like a dingy woodworking, dusty kind of place. There are woodworking tools. Everything is gleaming and clean. It's, white walls and steel accents and brushed aluminum. But a good portion of the shop is also a whole row of 3D printers and some robotic arm, lifting, assistive tools, things like that. So this is the kind of place where you could also, not as silly high tech as in the lab in Big Hero 6.
Oh,
But
yeah, sweet.
the kind of real world version of that, if you want to just dial it down a little bit, no hover bikes or anything like that.
Rich private school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super wealthy private school. And there's a bunch of teens working on stuff, super engaged in their projects. And there is this guy who seems, he's a white guy with dark hair and kind of, medium height, 5'9".
I'm 6'5".
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Gotta
very
make a note of
short.
that.
Very short.
I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah, Marcus is very short to you, but he's in a kind of a polo shirt. Let's say a light blue polo shirt with khaki pants and running shoes. So not super stylish, but
I don't care.
the polo shirt fits him very well because he seems more muscly than you would have expected.
No one is allowed to be not sexy in this
Yeah.
game.
Because it's our
Sorry.
show. And
I may not be here, but everyone will have abs.
yeah, it's he's probably mid 40s. Has a real short beard, but yeah, when he sees you come in, he checks with the students he's working with, makes sure everyone's okay, and comes over to talk to you.
Oh, Mr. Llewellyn, nice to meet you.
Oh, call me Marcus, please.
Marcus, good. Look, I love what you guys are doing with this program. The stuff that you've invented, fantastic. I want to help any way I can. I own a business in Venice Beach.
And tell me, Mr. Johnson, what kind of work do you do?
I sell weed. To adults,
Right, I understand.
legally, as mandated by the state of California.
The audience sees a dozen students look up from the work trying to be subtle, which teenagers aren't.
Yeah.
It's like a room full of prairie
Look, I'm
dogs.
gonna be honest.
Mine?
Look,
Mine?
I'm gonna be
Right.
honest. I'm trying to bring a little bit of respectability to this business, and I think that helping your kids out with this project would do great things for my business, and I think I could help you a lot as well.
Sure. I don't. There's not an immediate problem. I understand you're a legitimate business owner. I Googled you. All cards on the table.
Most people buy me a drink first.
I get what you're up to. But it would be a little awkward for High Tech High to have Gateway to Valhalla on our, sort of supporters page. Like,
Okay.
we don't have any liquor stores on there either, right?
Understand, but can I help in any other way? Under the table. I'm happy to help with whatever because I believe in what you're doing.
If the publicity isn't important to you, we would love to have your help.
Rock
Mr.
and roll,
Johnson.
man. Let's do this thing.
I'd love you to roll judgment for me.
Sure.
And do a little read the weave.
That's an 11.
Oh my.
Nice.
So go to read a person.
Hot dice are the best dice.
Yeah.
And they're not. Please
They're
don't.
not hot yet. I haven't heated them
He
up.
hots up my dice. So you're going to get, normally you would get 3 questions. You're going to get 2 because one of them is force-fed in that you are speaking to some sort of divine being, maybe not a demigod, definitely not a god, right? Like he wouldn't be able to hang around long enough for this to be substantial. Maybe supernatural creature of some kind or a demigod or something. And if there's anything else you want to ask, feel free.
So one of the things is I understand he's not completely mortal.
He's not baseline mortal.
Okay. How can I get this person to like give a little leeway on like my getting my business out there? Like getting getting them to accept my help, but also give me a little promo in the.
Well, one angle might be bringing up that that he's not baseline. Like he's not here because he's special. He's hiding it, and if that were made, if the school were made aware of his...
Blackmail, motherfucker, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not into that.
Well, not necessarily that, but just bringing up like...
I volunteer as tribute.
You're not strictly normal. He's not strictly normal. Like you might be able to leverage that in some way.
Okay. And can I get any hints? Like, where does this person come from? Can I tell like maybe what kind of zone he might come from?
Do you mean...
It says, where does this person come from?
What's that zone?
That's a specific question
Yeah,
here. And
yeah.
I'm wondering, like, can I tell, like, is he from a specific pantheon? Is he a specific, like, kind of... Like, I'm a Verdant. Is he like a...
Yeah. I'll tell you, he's...
one of the other...
He's both the opposite to you and your neighbor, right? You get this vibe of, like, you make things grow and he builds things.
Okay.
Right? But his pantheon is somewhere. So you're Norse. The Celts are your neighbors. You're not sure if he's like Irish Celt, Scottish. There are several pantheons in a very small space there. But that's
all right. So I'm just gonna say, look. Like, I'm trying to think of what I want to say. We're both guys who want to do good things for our people. I have employees. I want them to do well. You have your kids, and I think we have a lot more in common than what you might see on the surface.
roll sway someone with a +1.
Yeah.
That's a 7 and an 8, and then I have a +1 already, so that's 9.
9. Okay. Unless you don't have any threads yet, do you?
I don't.
Yeah. Could spend a thread to reroll that 1, but
I want to help from very far away. In a different scene.
So 7 to 9, they'll do it, but demand a price.
yeah.
Okay.
So he eyes you up and down, and you see him sort of click into place, like, oh, he hadn't really seen you, right? And now he's starting to pick it up, and
Now he's seeing me.
yeah. Oh, right, yeah, because you're 8 inches.
Super tall.
Yeah, 8 inches taller than him. That's a lot.
Oh my God.
That's a lot to be taller than someone.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Sam, let me tell you what it's like to be shorter
Honestly,
than someone.
I really try to make people comfortable. Like I sit down like on like at the edge of a table to try and bring my just as like
9
a
inches.
as a way to kind of bring
Yeah.
ourselves like
The
on
table creaks.
equal playing field. You know.
Yeah. He says, don't sit on that. That's very dangerous. No, he doesn't. He says, I think I understand what you're saying. Step over here with me for a second.
Absolutely.
He wants to
there's-
know if you're holding.
I mean,
Not in a school.
yeah, right, that's illegal. Does Garth care about that?
Yes.
Okay, that is important to him.
No,
Okay.
Garth is he understands the mortal laws and follows
A
them.
lawful good verdant.
Yes.
Boy, that's a thing.
Well, he's also motivated by like keeping his business afloat.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so you get away from where all the teens can overhear.
Ah, you teens.
Yeah, and he says, "Well, I could tell." All right, just I'll be up front with you. I think I better write this, Governor. My dad is Governor. I don't know if you know him. He's from one of the smaller groups.
Okay.
Governor teamed up with a fella named Ogma, which I don't know if you know them, but they're both builders, and we've come up with some pretty great ideas. What we're missing are some exotic hardwoods for critical components.
Okay.
And it seems to me like you have some idea of what I'm talking about.
I think I'm picking up what you're dropping down.
That's a real weird way to say that you understand.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it'll probably take me a few couple days, maybe a week to get that together for you. But you just give me exactly what you need, and
Well, I need oak from a tree grown in orichalcum-infused soil. And you, being a Verdant, know, like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so, like, the rarest thing ever. Basically.
sure, might be 2 weeks.
So just background, orichalcum is a thing that goes into any sort of epic weapon, epic armor, magical items. You have a little bit of orichalcum in them. So like an ounce of orichalcum would be this phenomenal.
And how much?
Established my rose gold.
and how
gun
much
was
does he-
covered in it.
Well,
Yes.
it has some amount of orichalcum in it.
And how much does he need?
Well, he needs the oak, right? He needs like, a small tree grown in this orichalcum infused soil.
Okay.
So he can provide you with some orichalcum dust, but you would have to, put it in some soil and grow an oak tree.
Oh, if only I had some innate ability that allows me to grow things faster.
So helpful.
Oh, that'd be. Oh, wait. Cool. Yeah, I think we can definitely make something like that work.
All right. Well, cool. Let's if I understand you, the name of your business doesn't have anything dangerous in the title, let's say.
No, we are not called Kush 420 Zone of Smokin' Blazin'. I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, no.
3 more prairie dog teenagers are like,
Yes.
No, it's called Gateway to Valhalla. It's very classy.
well, I think we could probably put something like that into our publicity.
Cool.
In the bottom part of the flyer.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'd be happy to pay you for the service of this oak tree. We just haven't found anyone to be able to grow it in less than 100 years.
You know what? Consider it part of my donation to your cause.
Well, all right. Well, that's I appreciate that.
Increase that font size on the site, y'all.
Yeah.
And then I casually slip him a coupon for 30% off at the store.
It's so good. Yeah.
Nice.
Like in the handshake.
Yeah.
It's like an enormous coupon.
So good.
No, I'm a little subtler than that.
All right. I folded it.
It's like a business card with like a relief of Yggdrasil on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. I like that.
And it's got some like little shimmery magic to it that only he can see. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
Maybe it flashes in the right light.
Well, yeah, this could be the start of something good. If you need something made, I imagine you can grow most of what you need, but if you need something that isn't growable, maybe I can help you out
All
sometime.
right, keep that in mind.
All right, well, I'll see you on Saturday.
Absolutely.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da. Back to Saturday.
Yeah.
Yay!
So
I'm there on the beach. This is all to set up. I'm there on the beach waiting for the kids with my boar, who like runs up and starts like snoofling the kids.
oh yeah, that's like wild. Like the kids were like getting ready and waiting for the teachers, and like, okay, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do, and then all hell breaks loose as the pig comes out, and they're like, "Pet the pig!" And like a couple of them are nervous, but then they realize that the pig is totally cool, and they can just like touch and pet, and be super affectionate with the pig. Pig's a big hit. Everybody forgets why they're here.
Put it under your pig.
And
There you go.
yeah, there we go. And the Mina is the primary ambassador at this point. And we have like 150 teenagers who are not doing what they need to do because they all want to pet the pig.
Yeah.
Except for like 4 kids who are too cool and they're over it. But whatever.
There's always some teens.
They're going to sneak cigarettes later.
Yeah. But I'll call her back so we can get started.
Okay.
Nice.
So Mr. Llewellyn's there. There's like 3 other teachers who don't deserve names, and because they know what they did. And the group starts to fan out. It's like 8 or 10 kids are in groups, and they get 1 squirt bottle each. It's like the size of like a
Spray bottle.
yeah, a spray bottle, like a big industrial cleaner spray bottle, not like a little itty bitty one. And these groups start fanning out and trying to find stuff that they can spray, and that's what they're doing. Rest of our demigods, what are you all up to?
Go ahead. Eve is probably following one of the groups to like see the effects firsthand. She wants to see what happens when they spray
Sure.
the thing with it.
Yeah. Right away you see a plastic bottle. Just, it's as if the bottle got moldy, right? Like it gets moldy and then just splats down in a pile of mold on the beach, basically.
Cool.
And then not really sure what's happening after that, but at the molecular level, who knows?
Does it seem science-y or magic-y?
Why don't you roll judgment?
Okay.
That's a great question.
Yes.
Sweet.
She probably doesn't care because people will just nope it out of their minds. So I'm gonna have my blob familiar hang out with me.
It's real bright too, and it's a ball of light, so.
But it's kind of like a weird dark iridescent light.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it just looks like a weird cloud following me around.
Yeah, it's just a trick of the
normal.
light. It's a
Totally
trick of the
normal.
light.
Yeah. That mental lens flare that everyone has.
Ooh, okay.
It's 9.
8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, because it helps with read the
Yeah.
weave. Okay, and what do you? Let's call it read an artifact.
Okay. Read an artifact.
Sweet.
You get 3 questions.
Let's see. Where did this artifact come from?
Oh yeah, that is the root of your question, isn't it?
Yes.
This artifact came from. Can I say science with air quotes around it?
Science. Yeah, so I understand that's like not actual science, but like.
Well, it is. It's just not behaving exactly like how you understand science to behave.
Okay.
And you've studied. You went
Yeah,
to school.
she would
You're
know.
the same age as a bunch of these kids.
Probably, yes.
Seniors,
Right.
seniors in April. Most of the seniors are 18.
Yeah.
So, do they know who you are? Are you famous to teens?
To
depends on the teen, I guess.
Yeah, like
Malibu
if
teens? Hell yeah.
yeah, like if they read
yeah.
Vogue or
Oh,
like
yeah, for
look at
sure.
red
Jesus.
carpet pictures, yeah, probably.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was probably a group.
And she's very extra looking, like maxi
Yeah.
skirt, huge sun hat,
Yeah.
big
You're
sunglasses.
on a lot of teenage girls' Pinterest boards, like body goals,
Yeah.
6'5" with tentacles.
Yeah.
Like I say that last part. Walk away.
My nose is bleeding. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, out of these 150 teens, there's probably like 20 of them. So 2 of these groups
Okay.
were friend groups, and because they're friend groups, they like the same stuff, and
Yeah.
they're, following you. They were like, oh my God, are you...
Yeah.
you-
So I'd probably
you
go
know.
with one of them if they're
Yeah.
like, would you come with us?
Wait,
Yeah,
Eve
sure.
Saint...
Okay.
What's her
How,
last
how
name
tall
again?
is Eve?
Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent.
Oh,
that's what I was
also my
gonna
height?
say.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
I
it's
know,
sort
it's
of
not
squishy. It's like between 6'3" and 6'7", depending on like
The
how
tentacles?
straight the tentacles
Yeah.
are.
She's slouching.
It's Beaumont, by the way.
Beaumont.
It's not Saint Laurent.
Just Beaumont. Eve
Yeah.
Beaumont.
Yes.
Where did we get Saint Laurent?
Because that's the
That's
designer.
the designer. YSL.
I just came up with that on my own because I'm creative.
Good
But when
job.
I saw you, like, I'm gonna write it, like, no, the line's gone too far.
Eve Beaumont. I mean, I already have it written down. I was looking for the page where I wrote it. Yep. Yeah, Eve Beaumont,
Okay.
right there.
So science. It comes from science. But I get 2 more questions, right?
Yeah, and you have like 20 teenagers who are super excited to meet you.
Cool.
Do you talk to them much, or do you deflect, or what's your engagement with them?
She probably like answers questions when they ask her, but her answers are weird and a little off-putting. So like the conversation doesn't get very far with any of them, I would imagine.
Yeah, okay. They're mostly confused.
Yeah, they're like, what? That doesn't make
What
sense.
is the answer to, can I take a selfie with you?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
selfie's okay.
Selfies are fine.
All right.
Yeah, because she's like, she loves the ocean
Yeah.
for obvious reasons. And wants to help with the beach cleanup. So this is good for her publicity anyway.
Okay.
She just tells them like, let me take it, so because I know my angles.
Yeah.
And here's the hashtags you should use.
Okay, all right.
And like your arm is also like
Yeah.
3 feet
Selfie
long.
like arm.
Yeah.
You'll get abused for that.
Different kind of selfie stick.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's cool with it.
Okay.
But they're like, she's awkward in conversation.
Yeah. All right.
So the interactions probably go better when they just want to take a selfie
Okay.
and look at sciencey things.
There is one boy in this group, a white boy with dark hair, who is medium height, medium build, otherwise unremarkable, except is watching you in a way that's different from how the other kids are watching you.
Okay.
Could be
Not-
taken so many ways.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It sounds creepier than I mean it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like that.
He sees Squid Monster, not.
Yeah, but he's also, but you can see like he sees you and is curious, but not super freaked out.
Okay.
So you're not maybe you're the first squid monster he's seen, but not the first weird
Yeah.
thing he's
And like
seen.
my skirt covers the tentacles, so
Right, but
like,
your face is a little different.
yeah,
and your
there's a little bit of a
eyes are-
fish person
yeah,
thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is with this group of people who were super curious about you individually, but you can tell he is dating one of the girls in this group. Like they're holding hands and being
Oh, okay.
real cuddly. So maybe he didn't know about your modeling career, but is keeping an eye on you.
But
And
it's like, what is that?
yeah, he's like, wait, you're excited about this? She's a model? What? Like,
Why though?
yeah, he's like, huh? What? But so these 20 kids, that's 2 groups that came together. He was the spray bottle holder of his group,
Okay.
and is semi-keeping his distance, but with your judgment, you had a very good judgment roll.
Okay.
That's just one you're getting for free as this
Okay.
kid is on to you.
Cool. Let me ask my other 2 questions, and then
Yeah.
I'll deal with him.
Or you can hold them, too. You don't have to ask them all at once.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I guess who made this artifact?
A god.
Cool. That's kind of what I thought.
Not a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah. And
Although, more free information, they think they made it.
Oh yeah, because that kid got one of the kids got credit for it, right? In the
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like a group project, like a science project thing. They were like, hey, look what we accidentally made. And they're saying we accidentally made it, but they definitely think they stumbled onto a phenomenal scientific discovery.
Okay.
They're gonna be rich.
Yeah. Okay, so it's science. It was made by a god, and what is this artifact used for? I mean, is there something beyond the obvious use?
It is. It's a little mysterious, but the purpose that keeps like floating to the top of your mind is publicity, which is a weird thing to.
Oh, that is weird. Okay. Interesting. All right, now that I've got my 3 questions, I want to take a gander at that kid's aura.
Oh yeah, aura reading. Let's do that.
Nice.
Yeah. Do I have to roll a thing for that?
Yeah, let's roll weird.
Okay,
Let's make it weird.
that's what I do.
Mortal auras you get to read for free, but
Oh, I got doubles though.
You got doubles.
Hey, doubles.
I did get doubles. I get a thread. Okay.
Epic double ones.
Roll doubles. Okay. And I get that is like every time it happens, right?
yep. Yeah,
Okay.
Doubles unlimited. Oh yeah, Mike, on the back page are your gain of threads.
Yes.
You'll always gain a thread if you roll doubles, or if we decide you did something epic. The top 4 things you can ping once per session. So, what are your 4 gain of threads?
Act like a plant or an animal. Defend the wilds. Make an awkward analogy. Did I do that? Because you did say something about my...
The Elemental has that one. I wonder if that's a copy-paste error.
Maybe.
and share too much information.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Overshare. I like
Yeah,
it.
overshare. Sounds like a
I just want you
Verdant.
to act like a true so badly.
Oh, that is a coming.
Okay, so the...
So I got 5, but that's still a fail.
a juicy fail. So there are some things happening behind the scenes that I'm not going to make you aware of yet. But the thing that's immediately obvious is you're sort of reading this aura while he's looking away, and he turns and sees you looking at him like, whoop.
Perfect.
But then you hear this, the girl next to him is like, oh my god, why are you checking out my boyfriend? Back up.
I love it.
And like, the whole group is like turning on you, and like all these fans are like, what? Are you hitting on him? Oh my god, he's with her. You didn't, like, it turns into this whole like, girl gang situation.
I'm getting a weird high school flashback.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, and
Nailed it.
and they're like, oh, just because you're some fancy model, you don't get to like. It's going there. That's the
good.
situation you
Okay.
find yourself in.
Cool.
And in his face, he's a little like, I didn't see that coming. Like he just thought it was weird that you were checking him out.
Yeah.
But then it escalated.
Yeah.
Right.
As girls do.
This is not going well. Let's try something. Let's try to sway someone. That can't possibly go wrong.
Definitely keep going.
And I can also use weird for that.
Oh
If
yeah.
I see this is like happening, I have my camera there, like I'm like taking pictures.
Yes.
Yeah,
first.
it's escalated, and it sounds like seagulls, like
Okay.
angry seagulls.
So, like, would we be noticing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 150 people.
Oh my god! My
Oh.
dice are bad
3 on the
today.
dice.
Let it happen.
Wait though.
So that puts you at a 6.
At your
Plus my buddy, I think.
You get a bonus to sway from him?
Did I?
It
I don't remember
Yeah.
which 2 I picked because you get 2.
It doesn't seem like a masculine
It.
entity.
No, I picked perform under pressure and read the weave. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a 6.
Now, this could be a situation where Raven could help.
Yeah, so I'm coming over to help.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, guys, big group picture for the internet and the news, whatever. Just get together.
I love that Raven doesn't even try to lie. It just like the lie just rolls out of her.
They're teenagers
Yeah.
and they will want to be in a picture.
That's true.
Like, so it doesn't really need to be.
Can you
convincing.
roll help?
Yes.
Which is the plus the number of tangles you have with Eve.
Nice.
Garth is not getting involved unless this escalates.
7, 8, 9.
Okay, well that's a success. So the help move says something.
Because Garth is super into this whole process. Like, oh my god, look at this trash.
Yeah.
Spray this trash.
Yeah.
Oblivious.
Like, really, the most interesting thing that's happened all day is them yelling at her.
Oh yeah, on a 7 to 9, your friend gets the +1.
Oh, okay.
On a 10 plus, you get a +1 to the roll and a thread.
Yeah.
But
Oh, sweet. Okay.
not with a medium
I
success.
don't care that much.
So that puts me to 7,
Yeah.
which
Is a medium success for your
medium
sway.
success for my sway. So she's like,
Which is,
no,
they'll do
he
it,
was
but they-
about to step in, like, in a jellyfish. Can't you see it? It's right there.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Make a jellyfish.
Yeah, actually, let's do this. So so on a 7 to 9 sway, they'll do it, but they demand some kind of price.
Okay.
And so let's give you this choice. Either you can spend a thread and there's a jellyfish there.
Okay.
Normally, you wouldn't even have to spend a thread to say there's a
Just be
jellyfish,
there.
but you're in a tight spot and you really need it.
Yeah.
Which means the fates would probably shit on you. I imagine the fates aren't a big fan of Yogg-Sothoth.
Probably
Wait,
not.
The wave
Yeah.
comes in and like pulls the jellyfish that was there away. Like
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Like, the jellyfish is flipping you off.
Yeah.
Like, that's one tentacle. I don't know what that means.
perfect.
So either you can spend a thread to do that,
Okay.
or spend the rest of the day being ostracized by these kids, but not raked over the coals because you're...
Yeah. I think she'd probably spend the thread. This is real awkward. Like, she's never been in a school situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's used to people being sort of weirded out by her, but, like, aggro is new, and
yeah,
she doesn't
okay.
really know how to deal
And
with
she
that.
can't just, like, kill them all.
No, then that's, like, the instinct.
Yeah, the first thing is like, oh, just murder.
Just murder.
Oh my
That would
God.
be easy.
Wait,
Just-
Nope, that's what Dad would want. Nope.
Yeah. Just make them understand.
Yeah. Just explain everything to them. Literally everything. And
Yeah.
they'll go mad and
All
forget.
at once.
Nope.
Oh God.
Jellyfish.
Yeah. Okay.
Distraction with jellyfish.
All right. So you spend your thread.
So I spend my thread that I just got for the doubles, so
Sure.
that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fine.
That cancels out. Cool.
All right.
Okay, guys, like clump together or something.
Okay. Yeah. We pull this.
Smile
Pull
if
this.
you
Fun.
feel
Everyone's
like
like,
it.
"Oh my gosh, thank you." Huh. Some of the kids are confused. The lead girl who was super angry, who is not the boy's girlfriend, but apparently maybe her best friend.
best friend.
Yeah.
She has a little bit of a bloody nose.
Sweet. You got the guard dog.
But that's just, she's like, oh, ooh. And then she looks embarrassed and, like, doesn't want anyone to see that she has
I make
a
sure I
bloody
take a
nose.
picture while she's wiping your nose.
You're a monster. Now she looks like a cokehead. You're a monster.
Gets all that extra.
Super good.
If she's a celebrity kid, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh, God.
I am the worst.
Seems like she should be a
So
celebrity
much fun.
kid.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah.
I like that I'm the squid monster that induces madness and you're the worst.
I know. I really
Yeah,
am.
you are worse than
Yeah,
the
the squid monster.
Perfect.
insanity-inducing squid
Yeah.
monster.
I did take a nice picture too because I probably will have to sell that one too.
Yeah. I definitely stand in the back.
Yeah.
Because I'm real tall.
You're real tall.
That's great.
And other than that, I'm just sort of wandering around bored, like snap. Can we go?
Let's go, that's, this girl is, Bernadette. And there's a different group.
We have a friend
You have
named
a
Bernadette.
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
like, oh, you nailed it.
Is she
Sorry, B.
kind of
No, we
mean and
adore her.
snotty?
No,
Oh, no, she's the
No?
sweetest? Okay. Yeah, the girl, not the boy's girlfriend, Bernadette, is the daughter of a star who does a show like Mythbusters.
Okay.
All right? When Mythbusters shut down, these guys do, like, more, like, they go and investigate, like, why did this thing blow up, or why does this city plan not work, or it's they do like more extreme MythBusters in real life stuff, like not what ifs, but like this thing.
Okay.
How does it work? Why doesn't it work?
Do they like debunk 9/11? What is this?
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know, maybe. But they're relatively high profile right now.
Sweet.
And so, yeah, they put her into High Tech High, of course.
Of course.
Whether she's super pumped to be in there, who knows what her interests are.
Yeah.
Right now, she's just being kind of a jerk. So,
By the way, Thais is just like divine presence on all the like parent, like mom chaperones, and it's just building a gaggle because she is like a pack animal. She's like, I am your alpha. Come to me.
I was about to say, like, I would think like Garth would come say hi because we've met.
Oh my god, hey! It's so good to see you. And I have like a fleet of moms.
I've got my kids, like they've got some trash they're handling. I
Yeah.
sent them off. Mina's helping.
oh yeah, and Percy's there too, as because Vanity Fair wanted to,
That's right.
have a presence here, and so he's there. He's not taking pictures because he's not a photographer, but he's like went in. He is friends with Marcus, and it's actually, you realize maybe like when you and Marcus and Percy are all talking together, it gets a little awkward.
God damn it, Percy! Percy! I mean, I have no problem with Percy. Does what he wants.
Right.
It's nothing.
Right. It's just because you and Percy and apparently Percy and Marcus.
Sure.
And
This is so good.
but you and Marcus who knows?
Who knows?
It's just like Percy gets a little awkward.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I'm just
Setting
like
on Facebook too. It's complicated.
I'm just like life is beautiful. Let's all love.
Yeah. Okay.
So good.
But I can see where Percy would be like, ooh, but the
Yeah.
oh, Percy.
Yeah. It's just, it seems like he should get used to that because it's going to happen more. The more gods he knows.
Yeah.
Knows.
Or, situations.
That's good.
That's going to get like that. So anyway, you and Percy and Marcus are hanging out for a little bit. You have a gaggle going. Yes. You have some free-range photos happening.
Super. And for the record, the boys are like gathering piles of trash and then like grabbing a teenager to spray the whole pile.
Yeah.
And then just screaming as the pile dissolves.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They
but by the way,
dissolve their shoes too. Like there's a bunch of them who have.
their shoes are
all
gone.
wearing-
Their
it's
shoes are gone.
They keep kicking their feet in front of the spray, like, oh no!
You got my shoes. Some of the kids have sprayed each other, but they're cotton clothes. It doesn't seem to have any effect. No one has it's not like rashing or bubbling or like causing something horrible to their skin. Apparently, there's no problem at all. But anything that's rubbery or plastic is definitely in danger.
I feel like there should have been some kind of FDA approval process for all this, but it was
cool.
fine.
Magic. It's fine.
Why? Just come spray your chemicals on the beach.
Children spraying chemicals.
There are adults, and it's Venice. Could it get worse?
Come, children, to my store.
Oh, now you made it.
Now we're talking.
No.
You made it bad.
Yeah, right?
No, don't, children.
Sweet.
Wait 3 years, then come to my store.
So I run up with my gaggle and give you a hug, oh my god, Garth, it's been forever. How are you? And I explain this is where you get the CBD bath salts to take a bath when your kids are the worst.
Yeah. All right. So there's 40 women who all want to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, I was featured in Thais's November, April blog post, 420 special.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was just a week ago at this point.
Hey. Remember, I'm chatting up, saying hi.
It was like a spa.
Yeah.
420 spa day.
Yeah. Well, one of the gals takes the privileged position of having actually been to your shop, and it was like, oh my gosh, yes, she's so right. I've been there. It's amazing. And everyone's like, oh my god, you actually went? You're so brave.
Right?
Because
moms.
Weed is scary. And
I nudge one of them. I'm like, I told you it was cute, right? I told you. Look at him. It's ridiculous.
yeah, that's a whole situation.
That's a whole
going
other
on.
thing.
Yeah.
It's putting away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no. Me? What?
I mean, if there are any single moms, I can give them my card. That's fine.
Well, I assume everyone gets your card. How do you know if they're single or not?
Ring check.
Or they're into it?
Yeah, they
I just like
will
flash
let
you a
you
sign.
know.
I'm like 8. They're in the back. Go for it.
Good stuff.
And move.
They're marked. I picture Thais with this like hunter's mark ability.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Like,
Oh my
The arrow
god.
point.
I
Yeah.
do want that.
yeah.
That's
No,
fucking
I'm saying
teamwork.
that people get my coupons. Some people get my card.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's a very
Love it.
different. There's a different
Yeah.
situation.
I like that.
One is a private cell phone number.
Hey, you know,
As they walk up individually, I just give you a go, no go.
good. Good.
Okay, that works out real well. So your failed roll is affecting you in a way that you don't get to roll right now.
Okay.
You two are super involved in a conversation that is interesting to you. You're bored.
Everything.
I need you to roll judgment.
Do it.
Oh yeah, get those out
I
of there.
shouldn't have touched those.
Oh no.
Maybe that will help. Sorry.
Oh, you
no.
should
Oh,
have
you
touched
definitely
them.
shouldn't have touched those.
That's a 4 on the dice.
Those are shunned.
+0 judgment.
I think probably maybe +1 judgment.
Oh, yeah.
No, +0 judgment.
Okay. Do you want to spend a thread to re-roll anything, or?
I think it's exciting not knowing what's happening.
Yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
super-
Spidey sense. Please.
No. I hate everything, and I'm hungover still.
Yep.
So if something bad's gonna happen, it's just gonna happen.
Cool.
I like it.
We'll
Why do we
deal
need
with
warning.
it. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Who should it happen to? Kimmy?
Oh god.
What happened to this weird kid who's giving weird eyes at Eve?
Oh, she already had
Oh,
nosebleed.
Oh, Bernadette?
Wait,
or,
Bernadette or Connor?
No,
the
the
boy?
Connor, the boy.
We know it's
Oh,
Connor.
oh
Yeah.
shoot.
there's
Spoiler,
some-
everybody.
What?
Figured it out.
Oh, I didn't. I thought
Oh.
maybe he'd see it because he's seeing things.
You described him exactly like you described
Yeah.
his dad.
I
As-
did.
Yeah, you're like, he's
yeah.
his dad, but a teenager.
Wasn't that subtle?
I mean, yes, I know that like white
Yes,
dude
it
with dark
was,
hair
Jason,
is
it
very
was-
generic.
Yeah.
You did such a good job.
I didn't make that connection.
That's
I'm a
because
genius.
Raven is hungover.
I'm
Yeah.
hungover. I'm very in character right now.
Yeah.
Just not smart.
Yeah. Eve had made eye contact with Connor Llewellyn, and
Got
he seems different from the other kids. And Connor's girlfriend's best friend,
Bernadette.
Yes.
was starting trouble with Eve.
Yeah, she was.
But she's just being a good friend.
Yes.
I will defend her
Exactly.
behavior to the death because I take it personally.
She's still lucky she just got a nosebleed.
Yeah. She will
Okay.
write the meanest stuff about you on Facebook.
The apparently we're watching stuff on the beach. Everyone's kind of focused on the sand. There's a lot of press there, but not as many as you'd think. I mean, it's still just like a high school field trip, right?
Yeah.
Like Vanity Fair's there. It's not like LA Times is there, and like the Venice Chronicle. I assume Venice has a newspaper
that seems fine.
because they
Sure.
definitely have some sort of
Sure.
Any like local CBS affiliates?
yeah stuff like that. Santa Monica is probably there. Santa Monica Times, I think, is that actual Santa Monica something. So
like the van with like the antenna.
Yeah.
One of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but everyone's focused on the kids and the sand, and the sun is rising in the east because that's where it always rises from.
Thanks,
you.
Apollo.
Yeah.
What?
And all the other sun
And
gods.
Ra.
And Helios and
all of them.
Yeah,
everyone.
I like to think Ra is just like chilling because Ra is the sun.
Yeah.
And he's like, push me faster, slower.
He's the Katamari and everybody else.
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
just rolling
That's
him.
very
Yeah. Like he's not trying to be a dick about it. He just is the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be helped.
Let's go. We
Really?
gotta go. It's not my fault.
Not gonna push myself.
I didn't invent me.
Sweet.
But everyone's focused on what's going on and trying to get good lighting. You know, that 10 a.m. lighting is real good. But no one noticed the big dark cloud rolling in. And so something bad's supposed to happen to Bernadette?
Sure.
Dang.
Wait, I thought it was Connor.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Connor,
Oh,
but
Connor?
yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Well, I figured that since he was, because I hadn't made the connection between him and Llewellyn, because I'm a genius, I figured since he was noticing differences with Eve, that if something weird was going to happen, he might notice it first, because he's like looking for stuff. But
I like that.
obviously,
Yeah,
he's
I
a
think that
big
makes sense.
Actually, makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Good job.
Connor was named.
Yeah.
He was named.
Was.
So the big dark cloud rolls in from Oceanside. Ocean's to the west. Okay, that's needs to be silenced. And apparently nobody noticed it. Very strange. But Connor is spraying a new... There's like a big pile of stuff that was like a leftover shoe and some plastic bottles that everybody had brought over. They're like, okay, it's a really big pile. Let's do it. He sprays it. It's starting to like mold and melt. And he holds the spray bottle up and like, yeah! And he's
the worst.
in the middle of a group of kids. And he's like being a nerd and getting a lot of positive attention for being a nerd. And so he does this like, mega victory fist pump pose with the plastic bottle up in the air. I guess it's not a plastic bottle. If it's
It's a
stuff
cotton
that-
bottle.
It's a glass
Yes,
bottle.
there we go.
Or steel? I don't know.
Yeah. Glass bottle.
It's just coated on the inside with whatever doesn't fuck with that.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Science.
And
Yeah.
hopefully nobody ever uses that material
Yep.
to make stuff. But he fist pumps with the bottle in hand, and that hand is struck by lightning, and kind of spider webs out to like half a dozen kids around him,
Oh, dear.
his girlfriend, and Bernadette, and some other kids who don't deserve names because they know what they did.
They shouldn't have been dicks to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is this something we see?
Yep. The lightning hits, the thunder rolls from that, this big crack of thunder, and everyone's like, what? And this kid is like, just lit up.
Well,
I
mean,
immediately assume it's Eve
Eve did it.
because they were
Yeah.
all being bitches to her, and bad things happen to people near Eve a lot.
Also, I look pleasantly surprised.
I mean, I'm immediately running to these kids
Yeah.
yeah.
to, like, help.
I'm like, Dad?
I've got like their moms behind me like, what do I do?
Yeah. And Marcus Llewellyn is running across the beach.
Yeah.
Percy was probably close enough to the blast.
You're a monster.
And is
You're a
unconscious.
terrible person. My
All right,
God.
cool.
I'm running towards them to help, and I'm taking pictures. I'm multitasking.
Yeah. Okay.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, do the kids look hurt?
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of sprawled out.
I want to pop
and
my first ascendance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, that happens, and I like turn and I'm like, shit. Nope. Too many
Wait.
parents.
You know what I do, though, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, do you want to do it? Can you handle like a bunch of kids?
Can you have
I don't
this
know.
conversation?
This feels
That'd
like
be amazing in character. Like,
yeah, just like I freeze time and I'm
should
like,
I go?
hold on.
Well,
Do
then-
you want to do
Well,
this?
you're both running over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, you do what you're going to do.
You can have
If
a
you
conversation,
if you
though.
forget what I do, don't worry about it.
I
you
didn't
first.
forget,
You
but I
go.
also didn't know because my character doesn't know what you do.
Cool. Then you do.
All right,
Yeah, you
sorry.
do your thing.
I just feel like it was like a mom movie.
No, you
which
did
is
it.
Like,
No.
fucking kids.
No, do it. Do it.
And I
do
wanted
it.
to look like she like suddenly like dove into water and she's like moving through water as time slows down, and then just like I watched Doctor Strange very recently and like turns back the clock so like the bolt goes out.
Yeah.
And she runs up and slaps the like thing out of his hand. She didn't have to slap it. She could have grabbed it gently, but like takes the thing and like chucks it towards the water
Oh, okay.
and like, all right, I hope this works. Just kind of push Connor.
Okay.
That seems fine.
Push
I'll
him out of the
stand
way
there.
and you-
Please don't hurt.
Where did the bottle go?
Towards the water.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
like the good place for it to go.
All right. Yeah, so you dive forward, rewind things a little bit, reset it the way you want it to be. The
And
bottle
freeze time and clench.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't hit me because like I
Bottles-
want to stand in his spot.
arcing through the air. It's not quite far enough from you. Do prowess roll for me.
Oh, good. There's nothing to add to that, so I don't have to look at it. Oh shit! That's a 12.
Oh,
Nice.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to
Double
say
12.
no
Yeah, double
damage.
sixes, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
but,
it's
No,
11.
it's, I'm sorry.
It was 11.
plus
My
one,
bad.
never mind.
lightning bolt strikes
No, it's
the
a minus
bottle.
1. It's a 10.
Oh, 10, never mind.
10 still?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Still no damage.
Okay.
Lightning bolt explodes the bottle, sprays stuff everywhere. What do you have on you that's synthetic?
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
I do have one question. Does
Yeah.
your time rewind affect other demigods?
Yeah, so I don't have my pictures.
Like
Oh.
if I'm like if I'm like already started running and she hits her rewind, am I rewound?
Well, you're, let's say both kind of happen at the same time,
Okay.
right? There's, like, you remember both versions.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Good luck with that.
Super important question.
Yeah.
Do I still have my pictures?
I
of-
definitely don't want to have those pictures.
In one reality, you do,
do. Oh, well.
but that's
fine.
forked off.
I guess I deserve that.
So you're running
Itchy.
towards this group, and you
Oh, no, that
understand,
wasn't-
like, oh, okay, that kid is not struck
That's
by
right.
lightning, but this thing just exploded over them.
It's
Not
like-
an explosion, but
I know he was struck by lightning, but also I know he wasn't struck by lightning.
yes, yeah. And you can see in this current reality, he's okay. You know that reality was just bent around
Sure.
you. But since, you didn't cause the lightning,
Yeah.
so it doesn't directly affect you that it was
Okay.
changed.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're running over there, and there's a lot of like static ozone residual effect.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's like, "Oh my god, we were almost just struck by lightning. That's so wild!" Instead of a bunch of kids laid out in the sand.
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice.
Okay.
And to answer your question, she wears a lot of like natural fabrics, but her bag is like one of those nylon convertible backpacks.
Yeah.
So let's go with like she's wearing a backpack.
Okay. Well, all that stuff's in the sand now.
Cool.
As this, you're.
Did I get hit?
Yeah.
Ah,
It just like
cool.
rains down on you as a mist. Like if there's anything holding her hair back or,
Yeah.
like,
Her scrunchie's like,
Just gets
Yeah.
turned to
and she
algae.
just has like a weird sideshow bob like hair. Like, God damn it! This
Yeah.
is the worst part of this.
and you have moldy algae in your business, like in your hair, all over your clothes.
She's very
Your
put out,
outfit
like,
got ruined again.
Damn it!
How far does
Every
this way go?
time.
All
She
the
was wearing-
moms are gonna
Just
see.
in,
See it? She just like tries to
Like
pull
a-
it back very quickly.
like a 10-foot area, just around Thais, basically.
Nice. Awesome.
I have to make sure, very careful, my camera's not anywhere.
Her
Yeah,
sunglasses,
protect
like,
the camera.
Are
protect the
decaying off
camera.
of her face. Like, God damn
Oh
it.
yeah, those are gone. Like half of them, sort of.
Yeah.
And I imagine you're close enough to be in some of the
Monster.
spray, but I imagine you have mostly natural materials on you.
Everything I wear is made of hemp.
Yeah. Of course it is. Even your cell phone?
Oh yeah. Oh man.
No, I don't have my cell phone on the beach. Like that's back in the shop. I don't like I can see my shop from where we are.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
Like I left all my stuff in the building. Like I don't know it's gonna be out on the beach.
There's the gateway to Valhalla. There it is.
Yeah, it's over. It's behind us.
It's one of my favorite lines from History Channel's Vikings is that some Vikings are running the wrong way, and one of the leaders is like, "Where are you going? Valhalla is that way." And it was like, that was so great.
No, like I am very up on what these kids have been doing, and I know what I can and cannot wear around this solution. So I'm very prepared for today. So
Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of foam flip-flops falling apart, a lot of casualties in this battle. But other than that, no one's seriously hurt. Everyone's very aware of these big black clouds rolling in from the west. And it's a suddenly very different scene where there's lightning sparking through the clouds up above, and everyone's like, what?
can I say, like, kids, get back to your buses immediately?
Yeah. That's.
Sweet.
Like,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
gonna.
you even have to roll. Yeah, you just shout, "Get to the buses," and the kids are like halfway ready to go anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man, is Mina like hurting them?
Yeah. She's like pushing.
That's cool. There's like a chunky kid in the back that's like, I'm going.
This is a very strong boar.
Yeah.
Like, she's a big girl.
Yeah. Yeah, 400 pounds. Well, like 4 feet long, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like if
Please.
she's sitting next to me, she's up to my waist.
Yeah,
Nice.
and you're
Like,
a big dude.
and I'm
So Yeah.
3 feet tall on the back. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
which is pure muscle, like just
Yeah.
strong.
Okay, kids are running for the buses. Marcus is looking. He looks pretty calm, but concerned. You know, like, all right, he's like ushering kids, like trying to do a head count in the middle of chaos.
Impressive.
Can I like grab him and be like, "Do you know what's happening?"
No. This was not on the agenda.
I have a feeling someone is not pleased with what you've been up to.
Well, this is news to me.
Yeah.
We had a deal.
You had to deal with who?
It's complicated.
We'll try to explain it quickly.
A lightning bolt strikes an electric pole, and it falls down across where the buses would drive out of the parking lot.
Damn it. Also, did I take any harm from the lightning thing?
No, that was
No,
your 10 result.
Okay, cool.
It's got you out of the harm range. Something for a different roll. No, just kidding.
Lots of good things.
Such good pictures.
Terrible. Bowls falling.
You're a monster, but that's pretty good. I deploy my moms.
Yeah.
Like, go get your kids. Go home. Go away.
Um,
Who has a scrunchie? Give me a scrunchie and go.
all right, so he says, I don't know what's going on here, but my priority is these kids. I don't know how we're going to get out of here, but I'm sticking here, and if the wrong thing comes up on us, I'm going to handle it, but I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I know.
I hope you raise your hand.
Yeah.
Sure. And he like calls on you.
Like his building's right over. Whatever. You could just all hang out in his building.
I mean, with lighting, the buses should be safe.
Yeah, they're insulated.
I'd be kind of worried about them running from the buses to my building, like a couple hundred yards away with all this.
Yeah, if it was normal lightning, I would agree with you.
Sure.
3 more lightning strikes in the sand.
Cool.
I'm cool waiting. Your
Can we just
call.
get the ones that are like have like wandered like if there are kids closer to your like gates of Valhalla, can we like funnel them off to there and then everyone else bolt for the bus? Like I assume they're kind of spread out on the beach.
They were, yeah. I mean, the kids are sprinting back to the buses still
Okay,
while
get
you're
a bus!
talking.
I think the buses are the safest place.
Yeah, that works.
They have rubber tires.
Okay.
Also, they're gonna smoke all your stuff before you get back in there.
Well, also, like, what if the authorities come by?
Yeah, it's
That's
just
a good
illegal
point.
for them to be in
Yeah.
there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm sure in this situation they would make an exception, and it would be totally fine for me to sell pictures.
That
of them
wasn't
all
her.
hang
Go
out
for the
later.
bus.
I have both safety and heart.
I try to like yell in my head, like, boys, get your dad out of here. It's time to go. Go home. Go home. I'll be back soon. And then like turn and watch. Like, I know you don't have shoes anymore. Just go. That one shoe that you guys sprayed down, I definitely clocked that as like boy one's shoe. And he like took off and threw in the pile.
There's a moment where you see them like, oh yeah, okay, and Roman's like, are you okay? I like the boys are leading him away. Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna help move the kids inside. Just get the boys home.
yeah, okay, and he turns around like he's leading them, but he's not.
Yeah.
And they turn him, and you're like, well, that's a weird way to run the cars that way. And like 5 seconds later, a lightning bolt hits where they would have been as they're like circling around.
I whoop loudly in the air, like, kids are fucking rad!
Is their car blocked
into
by
it.
the downed?
Yeah, everybody who's kind of parked in this area is going to find out it's real hard to get out of this parking lot unless you're willing to
okay.
like go over a big curve. Like you'd need a big SUV, or the bus can't make it. They'll get high centered. Then you'll have a funny like bus teeter-totter situation.
That'd be pretty fun, though.
Yeah. If Kenzie was here, he could just make a ring.
I know, right?
I know.
Where is that dude?
Yeah. Doing work.
Doing business somewhere.
Like for now, I think they're safe on the buses. Like that's where I'm
Yeah.
at. So
What is the pole made out of?
The power pole? It was just a big
Wood?
wooden power pole.
I hope
it's
she gives you
not
that look.
alive though.
Wait, but
Yeah, I mean,
It's dead
soaked
wood.
in tar and yeah.
can you make things grow over
There
it
may
or something?
there may be, but that could come at a price. That's not something I'm ready to go with yet.
As this happens, I look at you. I'm like, oh my god, are you a thing? Oh shit, I didn't even notice.
You knew I was
My
a thing.
bad.
You
Did
know-
I? Did I know? Yeah, probably.
You know my secret.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot. Sweet, I knew this thing the whole time. Cool. Do something. And I hit him on the arm.
I mean, all I can try and do is like get to that pole and try and push it out of the way
Okay.
using Mina. Just like kind of not lift it, but like push.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's
I just like shrug like that's not what I
Zapping
meant.
and-
God damn it.
okay. Yeah. So you and Mina run over there. Let's do a prowess check.
Get it.
No, it's under pressure. Perform under pressure. Metal.
Can I help?
Get metal.
If you need help.
You can take a +1 for Mina.
that's a 10. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Great.
Act under pressure is my jam. So
So you get this thing moving. It's definitely a lot of work. As soon as Mina gets involved, it gets rolling more, and it's going to take a second to clear the driveway. But yeah, it's going to happen. While you're working on that, I guess we're all watching the telephone pole. I don't know. What's Eve up to at this point?
She's probably trying to figure out what's going on with the lightning clouds, because that seems to be where the problem is.
Okay.
Yeah. Accurate.
Just a very normal storm that's rolled in.
She's mostly like, I'm 100% sure I didn't do that. This was not me.
And you're taking pictures of kids trying to get on the bus.
I probably am done now, and I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be nice enough and not take pictures of. Oh, look, superhuman. Like I don't want to do that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's actually a thing I wouldn't do. So I'm probably over there seeing if I can like help with anything, like moral support.
Okay.
If his moving the thing didn't work, I talked him into making a living tree. I don't know what I was gonna do next, but
Okay.
talking probably was involved.
So are you more on the beach then, or are you over by them?
No,
looking at
she would have moved over by them to not be the tallest thing in the middle of a wide open beach while there's lightning.
Yeah, probably a good call.
And also to tell Thais what she noticed about the spray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Thais is like the one not doing anything right now.
Uh,
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
you're doing it.
That's fair. Accurate.
He's moving a thing. She's helping. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Question mark.
Sure, I'll be the lazy one. That's
You're not
fine.
the lazy
well,
one.
you were making
You're
sure
the one
the
I
kids
can.
were okay.
You're the responsible one I can tell things to.
You gotta make sure you take care of your children.
that's true. I mean, what, you going to give important information to Raven?
No.
I got you. What are we doing? Let's do this.
I'm like, so I looked at that spray. It was made by a god. It's science, and it's used for publicity,
Cool.
but also lightning clouds. I think we need to figure out who that is.
Can I read a weave on lightning clouds?
Yeah, you both can if you
I
want.
would love to.
I would rather you do it because I've been rolling like crap.
Ah, that sucks.
Those look like-
7 plus 2 is a 9.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want
Oh,
to
no.
assist?
I
But
can't.
I have lie detector, so it's a 10 plus.
Well, nothing's lying.
it says if you have lie detector, treat a 7 and 9 is 10 plus.
On the,
Oh.
okay, what's the ability say?
No, I don't want to read it because it proves it wrong.
I just don't remember.
It's called read between the lies. It just says take a +1 and I'll read the weave rolls.
Oh, yeah, it does.
which would also push it to a 10.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like Eve, like, giving all this information
Yep.
dump
Yeah.
is also a plus one.
Yeah, totally. No, that's
But
fine.
literally without lie detector, I'm up to a 10 because I
No,
didn't
that's
read
fine.
the other part.
I just couldn't remember if it was one of those that was like, if a person does blah, 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 then yeah. Okay, that's fine. No
Left
biggie.
it vague. I would like to exploit it.
Yep. Okay, so...
Changing the rules?
I mean, I've made the game. I can do whatever I want. Yeah.
You could retcon it right now.
Damn.
Ugh, that's odd. This is like an icky thing to say.
Is
Even
it?
like, I just... Ugh.
It's not.
I mean, as a demigod at your table, it feels really good.
Yeah.
No, for me to just like change whatever I want, like as somebody who doesn't believe in the adversarial GM, that
Fair
sort
enough.
of flies in the
Yeah.
face of my personal creed. Okay, so read the weave. Let's just pick and choose from any of these. Since you're reading a cloud, I don't know if that's a place or a person or an artifact.
Seems like
All
all
right.
of them.
Well, let's start with who made this artifact, and the artifact is a cloud.
It's directly related to the thing that's rushing through the water towards the beach.
Oh, good to know. So
It's hard to tell what it is,
will
but
be my
there's,
answer.
there's a big, that V that an
Yeah,
underwater thing
perfect.
makes. and it's coming at the beach
So
real
like think
fast.
that thought, and then I noticed that. I'm like, oh, got it.
You could see
Cool.
the magical connections between whatever that is.
Perfect. Like, where did this person come from? And I'm pointing at the bee now. Flying bee, like, clack, clack. What are you?
It came from Japan.
Ah, cool. There's a kaiju.
Sweet. Something
Nice.
almost as weird as me.
Yeah, right?
You're going to like this.
We're gonna be friends.
Shoot. I just want to know where it, like, who owns...
You can also hang on to a question.
Oh, I want to hold on to one. That's perfect.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You don't have
Yeah.
to ask them all at once. Just
All right,
like
cool.
within the scene, you know.
I just
so.
slap your arm and go, kaiju?
Look at the water. Ooh.
I know you watch a lot of media, so I'm like, I hope she's seen Pacific Rim recently.
Oh, obviously.
Perfect.
She watches a lot.
Here
of
we
that.
go.
That's definitely not one of my relatives. I don't know her.
That bitch is new. Let's get her.
I'm a fighter. Or we might be friends.
All right, so fortunately, you've had enough warning to nobody be surprised by this.
Sweet.
But the water bursts apart, and this enormous doesn't really cover it, okay? But a huge coiled serpentine type of thing, cross between an eel and, I don't know, something horrible. It's this like blue-gray skin, kind of scaled. You can see like dragon scales. It's got a spiny ridge, like a little bit like, is it ankylosaur that has those plates?
Oh, yeah.
But they're small, right? But there's this string of plates along what could be its spine. But this thing is it's a long, slender, eel snaky type of thing, right?
Cool.
And a mouth that comes out of the waves. It's just like wide, like this mouth could bite a bus in half, let's say. Like it's
What
that
a specific
big.
thing to notice.
Yeah, it's that big.
It's like a bus bitey mouth.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, my first thought is, holy shit, it's the Midgard serpent.
And it's got great big fangs and a great big mouth, and it's coming up and it's like coiling through the air, and there's still a bunch of it in the water, right? As this thing launches across the beach at where you all are kind of gathered.
Okay. Is it launching?
And as its mouth opens, you can see electricity sparking in its mouth.
It's a
Cool,
electric
cool,
eel
cool,
dragon giant thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, if you didn't want me to shoot things all the time, you wouldn't do things that are shootable. So, gun time.
Gonna take a selfie?
Yeah. It's time to take a selfie.
Is its mouth pointed at us or
God,
the
you're a
buses?
monster.
Like, where's that leapy arc ending up? Can I
Uh,
geometry that?
Oh.
well, you know what you could see? You could see it like coming out of the water and then like having to make decisions.
Okay.
It's now like, oh, it can actually see, and it's like,
What to eat first?
It's making those noises.
Okay. I mean, I've been there.
So
This is behind you.
I'm pushing this thing out of the way.
Yeah.
Do I see?
You can hear probably some startled noises.
Do you like seafood?
Snacks.
Looking at you.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm not. I don't eat.
That's
any-
too bad because there's a really big squid thingy. It's coming out of the water. We should probably deal with that.
So yeah, I see that. My first thought, of course, is Dromunger, the Midgard serpent.
Nice.
But no, that's not him. That's not what he looks like.
Yeah, you
That's
would
fine.
recognize Dromunger.
But that's like,
Also, if he wasn't wrapped around Yggdrasil, we'd be in the middle of Ragnarok right
yeah,
now.
for sure,
enough.
definitely. But it's like it looks like it. Weird. But yeah. Oh shit. So
Can you like do something with that?
no.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're contractually obligated with all this lightning happening to play Immigrant Song in the back of our minds while this is happening.
Perfect.
100%.
Can I be Valkyrie?
Yes.
See, I'm not finished shoving that light post out of the way and being like, buses go. I would like to know, is Marcus on one of the buses?
He That's a good question. He would be the last person to get on, and I think we still have the last few kids running. Like, some of them were really spread out, right? And it took a few of them a minute to realize there was a problem. So I think we still have some kids sprinting across the beach, and Marcus kind of realizing last second, like,
Well, now I'm like, buses, get out of here, kids. Follow me to my shop. Just go.
follow me to Pot Town.
Yay!
Before it was just lightning. Now we have a serpent monster, so it's the circumstances have changed.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna like send Mina up to the shop and be like, follow her.
Nice.
But if Marcus starts going, I want him to stop. I'm gonna try and get him to stop and stay with us.
He's running after the stretch. So, yeah, I mean, some of these kids are like 100 yards away. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty, he's like running after them.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I want to yell at him because, like, I don't know what you're saying, and I'm like, I already stopped this from happening. Get on the bus!
Like, I'm not going without these kids.
You've already been struck by lightning once today. Kind of.
We'll help
Just
out.
get on the bus!
I'm just like, Mina will protect them. Don't worry. We need you to stay.
And give you a look like, what? And I look at him like, oh, fuck. Keep not noticing stuff.
He's, he sees your pig running after, to like herd them.
Yeah.
And he's already was pulling a pair of gloves out of his back pocket. Like, what do you need me to do? And he pulls on these gloves, and they kind of just look like leather work gloves. But you can see they're actually metal gauntlets that come up to his wrist. I mean, his elbow, his wrist,
His arm.
Yeah. Yeah, his mid arm wrist, and pulls them all the way up. This pair of gauntlets that are definitely the color of orichalcum trace metals. Everybody else is going to see them as work gloves, which, okay,
Tight.
cool, put on your work gloves, I guess. It's a giant snake just shot out of the ocean, spitting lightning.
Put on some protective hand gear.
Yeah. He just, looks like he's ready to
Cool.
participate.
Your best way of protecting these kids is staying here on this beach.
You got to get these kids out of here.
I'm gonna, hopefully, cast an illusion to try and make it so the monster can't see the kids on the beach.
That's going to go great.
I hate pre-laughing when you say illusion.
Oh, it's so good! That's a 5.
6,
I think that's a pass.
7.
Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, if you wanted, you could spend a thread to re-roll the 2 and do even better. It's not like you could roll worse.
That is not my track record with that particular mechanic.
Do it.
Or that particular phrase.
Or any of that. Like, none of that. I'm actually going to go with the barely success and not ruin it.
Hey, Mike, can you see if there's another lime in the fridge?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, so what we want is to get weird. You're bending fate with your gift. On a 7 to 9, you get 1 boon and 1 bane.
Get it.
So we're pushing a gift beyond its normal limits
Okay.
because you're using it against a supernatural creature.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you need a bane. I'm open to other ideas for banes too.
Okay.
Usually players make up shit that's way worse than I would come up with.
Yeah, I feel like one of the things should be like you draw the attention of whatever it is you're trying to.
Oh, pulling aggro is fun.
Yeah, like pulling aggro.
Yeah, rogue pulling aggro. Everybody loves that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Awesome.
that's the one I'll pick because that's awful and so fun.
Okay.
Can I add that to my?
You gain immediate and unwanted attention.
Yeah.
Perfect. Knuckle up, Buttercup.
like that.
Yeah.
It's time to fight.
Yeah.
I'm totally a tank.
Draw
It'll be
aggro.
great.
Yeah, so all the kids disappear.
Uh-uh.
The buses disappear from the snake's point of view.
And I'm standing in the middle of the beach by myself.
Yeah, and there's like this,
Oh.
the like finger of God, beam of light.
Yep.
I should have thought about this.
Yeah,
This is what happens when I do nice things.
and the
Never
snake
again.
thinks this is rad.
Yeah.
And is reorienting to aim directly at you.
Cool.
As your friends are sort of running around and pulling on gloves and getting all ready.
Since I have been rolling super great, I'm gonna try and cast a spell.
What could go wrong? Literally nothing.
It's probably going to be fine. If it goes right, it's definitely going to be gross.
Oh wait, before you roll, what sort of effects do you want to have with your spell?
I would like to pull just a mass of pulsating flesh out of a non-Euclidean dimension and insert it into the snake's mouth. So it cannot close its mouth.
You want to give it a treat?
Yeah, I want to give it a treat.
Oh my god, Pop its name is Pop now. Pop gets a treat!
That's what I want to do.
Okay. This can only end well once.
Very good.
These dice, though.
That's
But she's
smart.
like a
I got
plus
a 7.
14.
Yeah, that's a
Yay.
7.
That's a 7.
7 on spellcasting. What does spellcasting say?
So spellcasting says, on a 7 and 9, your spell is cast, but comes at a cost. Pick one effect and one cost.
Okay, so one effect is do this ridiculous meat pull. Okay.
Yeah, that's so good.
All right, meat materializes. Materializes.
Like,
Nice.
a lot of it, because its mouth is open, so
Yeah.
like try to judge the size and like yoink
Yeah.
part of something out of a dimension and just bloop.
Yeah, there's
right
a
in
very
there.
sad kaiju somewhere.
This doesn't taste good. It's still kind of screaming a little.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, where'd that meat come from?
It's all locally sourced kaiju, humanely raised.
It's very chewy. He was not prepared for that.
Right.
So gamey.
Yeah. And your cost.
And my cost is, let's see, I guess short duration, so maybe it doesn't take him as long to chew it as I thought it would.
Yeah, okay. It is. I think it has a surprising flexibility in its jaw, a being this size.
But its mouth is like temporarily occupied.
Okay, I like
Like a
that.
dog with peanut butter.
It's like
Perfect.
So, the good news is it can't immediately bite Raven, but what's about to happen is it is about to pummel Raven with a meat wall. Okay, that is better.
sorry.
No, that is objectively better than what was about to happen. It's blocking. There's like lightning behind this thing, right? That's stopped a whole bunch. It's crisping and sizzling, like you can hear things happening.
smells like the worst bacon.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
It's not good.
Right.
It's not good.
Smells like soy bacon. Like,
Let's. I think we're at Thais and Garth.
sweet. Sure, I'm just going to take a couple shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do
How
shots.
much knockback?
Oh,
Yeah. How much knockback does my rifle
where'd my
have?
glass go? Hold on.
Say
Oh, I
that
think
thing.
I stole that.
Trickster!
Gross.
Sorry.
Did you drink out of it?
I did.
can't have it back now.
What?
Why?
I can't.
Okay.
I don't like sharing glasses.
Okay.
We
Sorry.
can get you a different one.
It's okay. I don't need it that
Okay.
way.
I'll get you a glass.
It's just
Right.
my.
Shoot
It's
this
a thing.
It's okay.
I'm weird about it.
I taught kindergarten. I'm over germs. It's not.
Yeah. Celestial, what you want to take a shot?
Yeah, but my question was, how much knockback does the rifle have?
Um,
Like, it's going to determine whether I aim for its eye to do more damage or aim for its body to try to throw off its trajectory, pummeling into my homegirl.
Against a normal sized thing.
It would probably push it a bit.
Yeah.
It seems bigger.
You're shooting a building.
Yeah. Like, it's a good gun. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to shoot this building
Good
in its
try.
eye.
Yeah.
Good.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Fight smarter.
Let's see what happens. That's a reroll.
That's a reroll. And I don't even know what the other number is.
I can't tell either.
God, okay, that's a 6 and a 3. So 9 plus 2 is 11.
So it's a miss.
Yeah.
No.
It's a bit of a miss. I don't miss my shots. I'm a fucking gun wizard, y'all.
All right.
You are. It's true.
Oh my God, this
Yeah,
cable
no.
is killing
Until
me right
something tells me to not shoot it with the gun, like the dice, I'm gonna shoot. Like, everything is solved with bullets.
now. Okay. So you get to roll Smite Your Enemies. It actually
Yeah.
doesn't get to counterattack right now. Normally, it can counterattack a
No.
ranged enemy.
Busy eating me.
Yes.
Well, it's got a mouth full of meat wad.
Nice. All right, well, let's go
Crushing
for
me
the
with hot
throat.
cheap food. That's better.
What'd you say?
Always go for the
Oh,
the
okay.
throat.
So go for the throat.
So,
and
5 harm
And
total.
you get
Can I get
another
one
one as
more?
well.
I would like to make an opening for an ally to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, okay.
And I just yell, "Run, bitch!"
I do not need to be told twice. I pop into Raven form and fly.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah!
Good call.
Nice.
Also smaller target.
Yes.
And dark feathers.
Yes.
Like in
Nice.
this, yeah.
As you fly, I yell, "I got your back!"
Yeah. So you shoot this thing the side of the face. It's like kind of veers off and has a moment, right?
Sweet.
It looks like it either turned its head or closed its eye, or like you didn't shoot the eye out.
Yeah, that's
All right. You did a bunch of damage. You did all that 5 damage.
sweet.
I
I also don't mind going like it's a sniper rifle. So for me to like do this properly, like she's like in the sand, like on a rock,
Yeah,
to like
okay.
line up the shot.
Okay.
Like it's not a thing I can like do off of like just like click. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the shot, it does like it moves the head enough, right? That it's like not looking when she turns into a bird, and it really can't figure out. Like from its point of view, she just disappeared, right? It
Nice.
got shot in the side of the head and went, ugh. What? I was gonna eat that. How do I get this thing out of my mouth?
Still chewing like a pig ear, just like.
Yeah. Garth.
So I'm making sure that Mina's got the kids safely away. That's
Mina's
priority
doing
one.
her job.
Good, she's doing her job. And then I'm just gonna activate my epic armor and just basically my skin just like becomes like a tree, basically.
Okay.
Like
Bark skin.
bark skin.
Love it.
Fluff.
Classic.
Is there anything else I can do? Or would that be?
Oh
like-
yeah, no, that's a thing. You can take an action.
Shoot. Basically, I'm not good at fighting.
Well, everyone can roll smite your enemies if you want to run up and punch this thing.
Do recommend.
Can it? Oh, a little bit of tequila, please. Thank you.
Your job.
In this,
Don't fill it up.
fill this jug.
A full mason jar of alcohol? No.
4, 5. That's good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
I used to be a bartender.
Not a jar of my pee.
Nice.
You just drink that. Okay. I want to try and like make contact with it and try and figure out where it's from.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I want to know where. Like, is this somehow a part of the natural world?
Smite the weave. Go.
Smite the weed.
Is this something
Yeah,
else?
if you want to put yourself right up next to it, has a moment of confusion while she gets away. If you want to run up and give it a hug,
Yeah, basically.
let's do
Hug
that.
the
This
electric
Moana
eel.
shit
That
right
can't go
now is
wrong.
just like.
This tree hugs back.
Hells yeah. So what am I rolling?
Read the weave.
Cool. That's a that's a 12 total. 11 on the dice.
Warm my
That's
dice
a
up.
good
Warm mine
hug.
up.
That's good. Let's ask some questions from Read the Weave. Let's call it, you can pick from person or artifact. And by person, we'll say enormous snake
Okay,
monster.
Like
Yeah.
either one of these, where did this come from?
It is,
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
I just yell, Japan.
but I'll add, it's from Japan, and it's here. I can also interpret where did this come
I
from.
would like to say, who made this? Who made this thing?
Right. How do I... Okay, so this thing is here of its own volition. And it was made a long time ago, and you can't figure out who made it. This is like, thousands of years old. And it's here. Like, how did it get here? It sent itself. Right? Does that make
Why-
sense as an answer?
Why did this person just attack our beach?
Yeah.
It is very offended by what was going on here.
What would make this person like me?
That's a great question.
That's awesome.
That's such a Verdant question.
Didn't think about it, did you?
I didn't. That is amazing. While I think about that, I'm going to describe what you're touching.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
This is a great big scaly serpent, right? And there's sort of overlapping shingle style scales, not the like like fit together fish scale kind of things. So more draconic than fishy.
Nice.
Okay.
And present everywhere. Like at first you just thought like, oh, it's a big wet eel, but it's not just wet. There's like a oily substance, like present. Like as you go to touch, you're like, like squeaky, squeaking on rubber kind of noise. And it's like it's just coming out of it, right? Like out of it doesn't have pores, but you know what I mean? Like it's oily.
Yeah.
The surface of the thing is oily. And you asked, how do I make this my friend?
No, it's how do I make this person like me?
Yeah.
Not necessarily my friend, but how do I get it to like be cool, bro? You have to be my best friend.
Yeah.
But like, let's come to understanding.
Yeah. How can we be
out
cool?
the monster. Do
Yeah.
it.
Well, that would work. That would be so this creature is basically sentient, right? Like not really. It doesn't think the way you do. You're able to pick up a lot from sort of communing with it, but it's certainly more sentient than your average like snake or bird or whatever, right? It like wants things and thinks about life and
Well, I'd say it's on the level of Mina then.
Yeah. It's right there, and it wants you. If you were on its side, right? If you were ready to right the wrong of the offense that was committed here, then you would, it would be cool, and you could crush these offending ants together.
Ooh. Oh, that's not gonna work for me, dog.
But it would be glorious.
Yeah, but these are my buds. Well, this is, I don't know if we're actually communing right now, but this is...
Yeah, it's like bullet time, but it's animal mind time. Yeah.
So I feel like we're not going to come to a conclusion because I do not want him to hurt my pals. And if the only way that he's going to like me is if we hurt my pals...
Well, could come to terms with destroying all of this horrible chemical. That would be...
But it's so helpful.
Well, yeah, if you're not willing to commit to destroying all of that, then...
But it's so good for... It's so helpful.
It's sort of... This creature is sort of ambivalent about the murder part. Like, it doesn't really...
Okay.
It was like, murder was like... I mean, it's the easiest way to do its job.
Sure. Well, I've gotten the information. You can move on.
Okay. Well, I think it is... yeah, I think at this point I just have to exercise a hard move. And it's mostly interested in the bullet situation.
Feels fair.
Yeah.
And it's going to attack you. So
Cool.
let's roll for take a what's it called? Take a powerful blow. That's
I
what
don't know
masks
what that
call
is.
it. I need a new name, and it's not in the sheet anywhere.
Okay.
So
Just tell me what to do.
let's just roll 2 dice
Okay.
and roll real high.
Please roll good. Yeah!
Nice.
That is double sixes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so take a thread,
Woohoo!
and I would like you to explain why this like 9 forks of lightning don't hurt you.
Nice.
It's this forest of lightning bolts
Shit.
coming at you at your prone position.
Okay, here's what happens. Like, if there's a camera, and this is a TV show, it zooms on her face doing like the sniper thing, but like as she opens her other eye, you see that like she's got like the mirror eyes. So she like is like a half a second in front of what's going on. So she like stands up and like slides into the spot that like all the things go around.
Oh yeah.
She goes, and then screams and runs away.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Nice.
And that's why.
All right.
Cool.
I love it.
I did the cool thing and you missed it.
Oh, dang.
Would all that ionization mess with her hair?
It's the scrunchie she stole from her mom snaps and her hair is even poofier and she's like It looked like Macy Gray now.
Yeah, it's big.
So there was a cost. And she drops on her knees and yells.
Wow.
There was a cost.
I love it.
Okay. So
Yeah, I think the conclusion I drew from that is I'm not going to be able to reason with this. Like, I don't
Probably
think we're going to
not.
become to a amiable accord.
I don't think so. Oh, and then what happened is it shot a mouthful of lightning at Thais and missed.
Oh, sweet.
But my hair is poofier now.
Oh
So-
no.
Mixed success.
Maximum poof. Maximum poof. Does
Yeah.
it get bigger than this?
Let's find
You know
out.
what? I'm going to say it's like curly poof. It could go like straight poof. As someone who fights this every day,
Right.
there's one level of like, God damn it, like lopsided,
Yeah.
awful poof.
Oh, okay. All right. So there is one more
Yeah,
stage.
exactly.
Okay, got it.
Before she just begins to actually weep.
Got it. Who would like to take a turn?
Where is the thing now? Is part of it still in the water?
Yeah, a bunch of it is in. I mean, it seems like a lot of it is left in the water.
Okay. Making lightning with its face. Not helpful.
And there's. I should also
Somebody else
say.
can go while I'm
Okay.
thinking if you
and
want.
there's a bunch of it. There's like 100 yards of it on the beach,
Nice.
kind of like coiled, and it's like in a not coiled in a stack, but in a like a loop-de-loop roller coaster.
Nice.
You know, and so it's got like two parts of its belly are in the sand in these recurve, and its head is up and just blasted at Thais.
Sweet.
And that accounts for about 100 yards of horrible snake eel lightning monster.
Okay.
But there's more of it in the water.
I have an idea. Do you
Go
want
ahead.
Okay. So I'm still in my bird form. So can I assume that as they were fleeing, some of the kids dropped their spray bottles?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. So as a bird, I'm going to fly down and grab one of the spray bottles full of whatever this liquid is.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why it hates it, but maybe it's because it's bad for it. So I'm going to fly over it and, like, drop the spray
It's a little-
bottle.
little bomb
yeah.
drop.
Which is made of glass,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
so it thus would shatter upon.
on these hard scales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even then, even if it was, like, it would still, like, kind of, because those spray bottles are pieces of crap. Like,
Yeah,
I know
sure.
from experience in having them in my classrooms.
Yep. Let's
The top pops off.
let's roll perform under pressure.
Oh, good. I don't know if I'm good at that, but we'll see.
It's metal.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
really
Oh,
good
Oh,
at
that's
that.
very good.
When you roll double sixes,
Double six is good at
it
that.
don't
Hey.
matter.
Yes.
What's your total though?
6, and then what do I do for performance?
Metal.
Metal. Oh, so one more, so 13.
Oh my.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Oh, and I got all my threads. I get to live it.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Oh, by the way,
Yay.
I took Longview.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really wanted it. So.
Oh yeah, just a reminder: if you're at 5 threads, you can't gain any more until
I
you
spend
spend
it.
it.
Yeah.
So, if you know what you want to spend it on, we can do that right now.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay. So the bird.
Actually, I do. I'm
we
going to
also-
spend one weird.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So the illusions work.
100%.
Hurtful.
Her last illusion went better than usual.
Yeah,
so.
I'm
Oh
Sure.
yeah. So we all see the bird scoop up one of these bottles, bomb the the snake with it, and a bunch of probably like 3 feet of this snake. You hit the part that was on the sand, and the scales start to flake and like peel back, and there's a lot of like raw skin under there.
Nice.
It doesn't. It's not like the snake's about to break in half, but there's a big sore spot about 50 yards.
Okay.
So we have 100 yards of snake on the beach. At about the 50-yard line, there's this big like ugly. So the snake is all this like blue-gray scale. There's this red purpley welt on its back in that area.
All right.
Would anyone like to punch that?
I have a thing.
Okay, cool.
Well, do you,
You can go.
okay. So when I've communed with this large snake gentleman, he wants these chemicals. He wants them destroyed, and I know a lot of them were also on the bus with these kids, and he's probably not going to stop until he gets them. So I have to tie this buddy boy to the beach.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my Ascendance move.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to, like, punch into the ocean and summon all the seaweed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All the
Half of
seaweed.
it off.
Nice.
All the nori ever.
all of the ocean plants to basically come up in bindings to bind the snake to the beach.
Oh, yeah. And that like, gross, bubbly stuff that...
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those.
What are those things? That...
All of
The
it.
kelp.
They give me
kelp,
yucky
like
toes.
the popping
I hate it.
kelp.
Yeah.
All of that sea plant like rises from the ocean to strap this snake down and attach it to the beach.
Awesome. Mark off one of your
That's so good.
ascendants. You feel reality bend around you as you call nature to your will and bind the snake. It cannot go any further up the beach because it would have to like straighten out its coils, and it's clear that it needs like all of its mobility is the ability to like coil up and move like that. If it were just flat, it would like flop around.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
it is tied to the ocean.
So it's strapped up. It's got a big open wound.
What you doing?
Yes. I am going. Is that open part? Like, where is that part tied down?
No, I think you were like at the water line,
the water
right?
I was at the water line.
Yeah.
Okay, so that part is on the beach.
It's
yes?
like
So it's like
halfway,
the red zone.
yeah.
I'm sorry, we're gonna do football all the way for this, right?
Yeah.
I'm here for this analogy.
Yeah, everything like in the ocean, like from the water backwards,
Cool.
is binded. So like I guess the
Or bound.
last bounded,
Bound?
bounded.
Yeah.
Yes, one of those.
Boone
Boone
is
is
100%,
perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Checks out.
Were you gonna say last 15 yards?
Sure.
Red zone.
Red zone.
I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna run up to it and get onto the snake.
And now I should say the part that's out of the water is writhing like crazy. Like it was kind of being a little bit of a wild animal before,
Yeah.
and now it's like panicked.
Okay.
Right. So this part that was on the sand is now like,
Yeah.
as this snake is trying to figure out like why am I stuck? I've never been stuck
Moving
in thousands
target.
of years.
I got it.
But
Yeah,
that's fine.
that seems fine.
How big around should this thing be? If it's like ultimately like 200 yards long, is it?
I mean,
You
no
can't-
less than 40 feet in diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's huge.
Big.
It's gotta be a big meat boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I want to do basically is run up, jump on it, and use my
Yeehaw power. I think it's called yeehaw.
yeah, the ferocious power
Yep, that's what I said.
to turn my arms into like Terminator 2, just bony, like pointy
blades.
spikes,
Yeah.
basically.
Meat hooks.
Meat hooks. Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my tentacles to grab onto it
Yeah.
because I got 4 of those, and that'll stabilize.
And I should say at this point, it has spat out the giant chunk of kaiju meat.
I'm aware
Okay.
that will probably happen.
Does it smell good?
landed right next to where you were, where you would have been. Yeah.
You're a carrion bird. You just peck at it a little bit,
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
that like yummy?
it must have
This
come
is
out
so
when it lightning bolted you.
Okay, that makes
Right?
sense.
It like
yeah.
it spat it out and then lightning bolt.
It went.
Well, the
like,
lightning
into a little-
could the lightning have incinerated it, so
Oh,
it
sure,
just
yeah.
went
Oh,
everywhere,
yeah, that's
like
even
a
better.
spray of meat and lightning.
Yeah.
Sweet. So like poofy hair and like meat on the face.
Oh yes.
All right, we have a problem.
There might be some meat in your hair.
Yeah, I'm never gonna find that. We're gonna
Sorry
struggle
about
it.
You'll find it eventually.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it to Stabby Town.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's roll smite
so
your
roll
enemies.
smite your enemy.
Yeah,
for that.
then.
Cool. Okay, 2d6 plus prowess, and I get basic attacks do 3 for ferocious.
Yeah, normal demigod attacks do 2 harm because you hit like a gun.
7, 8.
8. Okay, that is medium success on smite your enemies. Choose one from the list.
Okay, choose one.
Can like 2 of us help?
And you know you're going to take damage too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm aware. I am going to protect myself.
Okay, good. So you take 3
Smite.
harm. Do you have epic
boy.
armor or anything?
No, I should have thought of that.
Okay. All right. So you take 3 harm as this
Okay.
thing is thrashing and trying to bat at you.
Yep.
But yeah, you stab in with your 3 harm.
What happens when I get in the red?
You're -1 to all your rolls.
Okay.
Are you in red?
Yes.
Okay.
You took a harm earlier?
When did you take that?
I still had a harm from yesterday.
Wait, what?
From Thursday?
Yeah.
What
It
happened
was
on
like 2
Thursday?
days later.
I think you probably
That
would
goes
healed up
away.
by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
If you
yeah.
had one harm, you rested that.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
not
Cool,
in the
cool.
red, if you're not in the red,
Oh,
your
then you
harm
rest it
heals
up.
up
Okay.
overnight.
Okay, cool.
If you reach the red, then it's not going to be an overnight heal.
Cool.
Then I'm not in the red.
Yeah,
yet.
you're. What does your injury look like? You're legit injured at this point.
Let's see. Is tentacle strain a thing? I feel like it's probably hard to like hold on.
Yeah.
So like.
Oh, and also, so here's what I'm picturing. You leap onto this thing. Some of your leg tentacles are trying to wrap around it, but this thing is oily, greasy. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
surprise! I did not expect that, right?
That's true.
And this thing is just like, how do we hang on to? Now your meat hook hands sunk into the flesh, right? And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, take it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how you're holding still. But yeah, all your tentacles, like you could hold on, but you're just slipping up and down and
Yeah.
just getting,
It's a mess.
you're flapping around like a,
Probably getting bruised up a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there should be some kind of visible, significant wound.
Maybe one of my tentacles got stuck under like a
Mm-hmm.
plate in there and kind of like maybe have like a gash on one.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Aw.
Okay.
Ow.
Bleeding tentacles.
Aw.
Ouch.
Not gross at all.
Ouchie, ouch. Okay. Hey, where did we say Marcus was?
Last we saw him, he was putting on his gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So I'm going to have him go after all four of you go,
Okay.
Okay.
That works.
because he's going to do something stupid.
Okay.
I think Raven needs to do a thing. Or was that this
I
round that you
yeah,
dropped
I dropped
the
the
thing?
water
You
bottle.
dropped
That was
the
the beginning
bomb.
of this.
I avoided the thing. I didn't attack the
That's
thing.
not your turn. That was
Okay.
its turn.
Just walk me through what is pass judgment on the thing. I don't want pass judgment on it. I shoot it more.
Okay.
It's the thing I do.
Okay.
Sweet.
let's
So I
roll-
like burpeed up, avoided the thing, scooted back down.
Yeah, where's the past judgment? Is that one of your moves?
I don't know, man. I just don't know how to get a thread for this.
Oh, you judge someone.
I feel like you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
Question:
Anyway.
Can I be epic for making knives out of my hands, jumping onto a giant snake, holding on with my tentacles, and stabbing it?
I just feel pretty cool.
Sure.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yes.
Alright.
I feel like you probably judged the shit out of me when I was taking pictures earlier.
I mean, yeah, right. Like, I don't even understand how that mechanic works. It's fine, though. Cool. I
It's
thought
just,
that
you can just tell me. You're like, oh, I'm passing judgment on this person for X, Y,
always
Z.
judging Raven
Yeah.
forever.
This is why you're friends with me, so you can like level up just
feels
by being
good.
near me.
You're
I'm
that
judging
friend.
her.
Yeah.
I
I think you did based on how much you were judging her picture taking earlier. I remember you
I'll
saying something
remember
about
it
that.
later and then be like, that girl.
Yeah, but you can
She's
mark
terrible.
that for sure.
Yeah, I'll do it again. I go back on the ground, and with my cool new long view power, can I like zoom and enhance on like a spot of it that looks like
Fortunately,
she like.
Zoom and enhance is an
Oh, that
ability
is a
that
thing
the
for another
artisan
group.
has.
That's so good. Shit. Well, whatever. I squint and then I shoot at it more.
Okay,
That's just it.
Jeez.
Whoa.
just put that anywhere.
That's it's fine. Ridiculous. I can't read these ever. It's a 9.
That's okay. 7 plus
Yeah.
You should fill them with crayons.
Yeah,
Okay.
for real. That's crazy.
So you
I
take
could
a
have bought
shot
them
at
with stuff on. Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
what you get to pick one thing from the smite
go
list.
for the throat.
Okay, so we're gonna do 5 harm, and you're gonna take 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This thing's doing epic weapon level damage.
Nice.
So,
All right.
okay, but I've taken a lot. I'm at 13.
Cool,
so
cool.
That's,
I mean,
that's
I
a
am
lot
happy to
more
have
than
done 10 of
most
that.
people get.
Sweet. Can I shoot it in its eye meat though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
So this one actually takes the eye. You get in there just in time. And,
Now it feels like the 4 damage was like worth
Yeah,
it. Like,
well, you did a thing this round.
Oh, I did?
You used your ascendance move.
Yeah,
But then I went to the bathroom.
I don't know if you remember.
that's the only.
I didn't know that was still this round.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
This has been a pretty good round.
Shoot.
Yeah. So at the end of this round,
I've never ouched this hard before. I'm like, is this what pain feels like? Mama, someone maternal. And I just run away.
and actually at that moment, Marcus comes running over to your spot.
Sweet.
And by the way, the reason you took damage, you shot at this thing and it like spat lightning and in like self-defense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like it like reared its head after it lost its eye, and I was just like, ah, shit, I didn't see that one coming.
And you could tell too, like there's so much lightning. If a normal person were shooting at it, the bullets would just melt in the lightning, and it would be. There's no way you could challenge this thing. But your bullet is like it's threading between lightning bolts, which is like mind blowing.
Nice.
Right?
I'll take that for her. I'm like, ow, fucking, I was cool though.
Yeah. So Marcus comes running over and actually makes use of the zoom and enhance ability.
Ah, good boy.
So, would you like your gun to have? Well, actually, you could just get to pick. I'm not going to roll for him. On your next attack, you can either have +1 to your roll, or +1 to harm if you hit. So you don't have to decide now.
Cool.
But he comes over and grabs the top of your rifle, and you're like, "Don't," you know.
Selfie stick.
Yeah. And parts of the rifle like rearrange themselves, and he's like, "Try again," and then goes running down the sand straight at the snake monster.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
And that's all he can do.
Nice.
So, we're at a new round. It seems like Mikey's roll.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Good.
I don't know.
There's a thing I'd like to do very quick.
Okay, do the thing.
I am still down by the ocean.
Yeah.
I've wrapped him in vines. I am going to attempt to commune with him again. And I'm going to say, you need to leave now, or my friends are going to kill you.
Okay, let's roll sway someone.
Okay.
Do it.
However, you're at disadvantage for reasons.
Okay.
So I need you to roll 3 dice and take the lower 2.
Take a lower 2.
Yeah,
okay.
you have fate's disfavor.
Ugh. But I don't want the snake to die. I just want him to go away.
I know, you have the best of intentions. Oh my!
What?
Oh my!
That's triple fives, my boy. Do I get like 4 threads
No.
for this?
No, you have a pair of 5s.
Yes.
And
so good,
because
though.
those are the 2 lowest dice.
Can I have
I
your
rolled
extra 5 for later?
3 5s.
That is amazing.
That is awesome.
That's an 11.
That is amazing.
Good.
I'm so thrilled with that. Did you take a thread for doubles?
I did.
Maybe, I think 2
Okay.
is right.
That's so good.
Rolling a 10
Because you got to be epic too.
with
That was an epic
disfavor.
roll.
Yeah, that was an epic moment. Okay, so on a sway someone, NPC, roll 10, they accept your reasonable argument at no cost. Well, it's not really a reasonable argument, right?
Right.
However, here's what we're going to do instead. The snake does not agree, which I understand. You rolled this amazing 10. The snake should agree.
No, I get it.
Everyone feels it.
This is what is in Garth's heart.
Yeah,
Aw,
right.
So nice.
So,
I'm gonna kill your pet.
And
no,
what
Mina. Oh, okay.
what you get is the snake like rears back and turns around to look at you, presenting its back to your friends.
Yeah.
And its jaws open up and they're sparking, but you're also communicating with it. And it says, how dare you align yourself with these heathens? They don't deserve your love.
Ooh.
And yeah, so it's let's go to Raven. Raven's
right.
real excited to
Do
do
it.
something.
Do your
So
thing.
its mouth is open because of your awesomeness.
Yeah, and it's aimed at him.
All right. So I'm going to go on the beach, and I'm going to, because I'm a little bit of a magic raven, I'm going to grab 2 of the 3 balls, 1 in each claw. I'm going to fly, because I'm super upset because Thais, was, hurt, which is one of the first times I've, seen her hurt, and I don't have people that I care about, really. So I'm, really upset by that, and that makes me upset. So I'm going to go fly with these spray bottles into the monster's mouth. And I'm going to change back into my human form, just above, so that I'm basically, falling into his mouth with these spray bottles.
Into all the zapping electricity
Everything.
and
Oh God.
my goodness.
And just, throwing the spray bottles, as I fall, as fast, into its mouth.
That sounds. We have to roll metal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can I help?
So
No,
perform
you're gonna be
under
great.
pressure.
And I'm really hoping.
Did I help?
I'm hoping it can be fast enough that I can like touch my tattoo. And we'll see.
Yeah, right?
Inadvertently
And
helping?
make it rain.
Real good, real good.
6, 7, 8,
Metal?
Metal.
9.
Can I help?
9 with a 1.
Please let me help.
I don't know how.
Oh, I want to
tell me how.
I want to shoot one of the bottles.
Well, we have to. It's got to be a help roll. Oh, I see. You're shooting the bottle.
yeah.
Uh,
So maybe it doesn't like it. Like it's like, ow, there's something in my mouth, and it doesn't like close around her as fast.
let's do the help roll plus your number of tangles with Kimmy.
2. I have 2
No,
for
you
you.
No, it's how many
Yeah,
she
it's
has.
how many I have with you. It's just one.
She cares about you more than you care about her.
7, 8?
7, yeah, 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a +1 to your roll, which makes it a 10.
Okay.
All right.
Get it.
Oh boy. So you don't want to land in the mouth.
I'm totally 100% that that's like where I'm heading, but I'm hoping that I can like throw this shit and then like do my magic thing where I can zoom out. So I'm aiming for the mouth. If I can't zoom out, then I'm in the mouth, and that's where I'm going to be.
Okay. Here's what happens.
Okay.
You land in the mouth.
Okay.
Right? As this thing is like, it's rearing back and hissing and ready to spit lightning at him. And you change into a human form, smash these bottles into its mouth, they crack against the teeth, and as the stuff sprays around, all the lightning goes out, and you're standing on it, like the front of the end of its jaw, staring down this, like tongue and inside of this huge dragon snake, going like, and you actually have a minute to decide, like, I could get eaten or jump. Right?
Think carefully.
So you jump, and in the time you have falling, you touch your tattoo, and who do you go to?
Probably because I'm so focused on her, Thais.
Okay, you appear next to Thais.
Hey, girl. Oh shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, and your hair is all on. You're fully ionized,
Nice.
like your hair's on end.
I can't believe that worked.
I get static shock from you when it goes end of the poof. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, your hair's.
Probably keep running. This is gonna go.
Yeah.
Just
No,
keep
yeah.
going. Go, and I like push her in the butt.
Yeah.
And you see this thing hacking and coughing and, struggling. All right. So I think that's 2 turns we've had.
Can I ask a question? I would like to ask my third question. How can I get this thing to die?
It's so big, it's hard to imagine like murdering it quickly.
Okay.
So that's the answer is like kill it. It's like, well, it's going to take some time, right? Like more bullets, I guess.
right.
But it's more than one shot away.
Okay.
Right? Like it's you shot an eye out and it's grumpy and it's coughing and it's distracted and it's not hurting anybody, but it's like killing this thing seems really difficult.
Okay. Is there just like where to shoot it that hurts more than the other places?
Yeah, I mean the other eye, if you could get it to turn around and aim its mouth at you again, inside the mouth, like roof of the mouth would be real good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you guys want to go, if not, I'm just taking a shot at the roof of its mouth. Can we work that into like how I helped the player, like shot the spray bottle that they like hit the back of its palate?
Well, it's just 2 different actions.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Your help.
Sweet. Go ahead, guys. I'm just thinking right now.
Let's see. Considering I'm getting damaged on the thing, I want to get off this ride,
Yeah.
I think.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I would like to jump off of it, but I've probably also seen what Raven was doing.
Yeah.
And if there are other spray bottles around, I would like to use my move small objects cantrip to just toss one in that stabby hole I just made and just right in there.
Yeah. Yeah, great. There's one more spray bottle. I'm going to say there are no more on the beach. The rest of them went on the buses. But yeah, you smash that bottle into the wound, and it fizzes and makes this white bubbly, this like pink white, bubbly mess.
Oh, gross! Yeah.
As it's like bleeding into this chemical that doesn't work real well with whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
It's hurting real bad.
And then I would like to cheese it away from.
Yeah.
Let's do
a perform under pressure.
Okay. 2 things.
And also, I should say, it seems like the lightning has gone out and it's not reigniting right away.
Nice. You hit it lightning uvula.
Yeah.
8
Plus metal.
plus metal, which I don't have, but 9 because my blob guy helps
Oh yeah. Okay.
with that.
Blob's like, let's go.
Very encouraging.
Not here.
This like weird meat voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So your perform under pressure. It's a 9.
Yes.
Okay. So we still need some kind of complication. There's a perform under pressure list.
Okay.
I'm open to other suggestions as well.
Let's see. Maybe it takes longer than it should, because I do have a hurt tentacle, so running on sand is probably not as easy as I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I probably don't get quite as far as I had
Uh-huh.
aimed to.
Okay. And I think that brings us back to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
I like doing extra harm because I'm not gonna miss. It's gonna be great.
Let's roll your dice.
Sweet.
Or maybe take less harm? I don't know.
No, all right, that's a 9 plus, and I'm using Fight Smarter, so that's
Yeah.
plus 2 is an 11.
Okay.
I don't miss you guys.
And you're actually in a situation now where you're making a ranged attack and it can't do a ranged attack back at you.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
you're not taking harm this time.
Awesome. Okay. So
Well, you take -1 because you're at 4 harm.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's
It is
right.
-1. It's at 10.
It's
We're
at
good.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Thank you for
Thank
reminding
you
me about
so
that.
much for
Just
remembering.
rules lawyering.
No, you're good.
No. Yeah. I mean, we want to.
I'm actually going to make a note because I didn't remember that even though I was looking at my harm. Sweet. Thank you. So go for the throat and let's go ahead. Oh, wait. Can I this feels bad. I just want to try to yell and make it look at me with its other eye. That's fine. It's okay. I want to shoot it in the roof of its mouth. I want to make an opening for an ally. I wanna
Instead
take
of doing
something
extra
from it.
damage.
Wait, no.
Oh, you get 2
I get
things.
2.
Yeah, you get 2 things
Yes,
on
I'm
that
going for
high
the
roll.
throat.
Yeah.
So just say out loud that I did 6 harm with
Well,
one bullet.
Did you use your +1 to either
Yes.
hit
To
or
roll or damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
I
doing
increased
bonus
the
to
damage.
damage.
Hell
Oh,
yes.
that's what you were saying. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus?
Because
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to do 6 harm. Oh my.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
quite a
Just
bit.
say it out loud one
Yeah.
more time slowly.
6 harm.
Good. I'm going to sit on the
Giant
podcast tonight and be like,
snake
yeah, perfect. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you blast that thing. It's like it was facing the ocean, and you're kind of back by the buses, but it's twisting around, and you predict when it's going to twist around and have like kind of a profile, and you fire before it's even there, and it opens its mouth, and you line it up perfectly.
Nice. Perfect.
So
yeah, good
and
luck.
you want to make an opening for an ally.
Yeah.
Um,
Someone go. Be great.
I think it's probably the primary thing. The primary thing
Primary thing.
Primary.
is to get Eve out of danger.
Oh yeah, I mean
Right,
being
because
shot in the
you're-
mouth is probably distracting, so it's
Yeah,
not
so-
trying to kill me.
Because
while
you
I'm
were the
running.
the closest sea snack
yeah.
that it would be able to do something about. So,
Sweet. I would like to repeat my line of "Move, bitch."
right. So then we're not going to have a follow up based on your complication.
Okay.
All right. So you're getting clear. Did you do a thing?
I
you were
read commune and then
communing.
Raven, and then, but that's either Marcus or Snake.
Yeah. So Marcus needs to do a thing.
Nice. And I'm getting up and
With-
trying to move in the opposite direction of Raven. Just in case it's like, I'm very mad at her, and I just don't want her to get hit with stuff.
Yeah.
This is cool. Trying to be noble.
Is it because of Garth?
It
Yes, we're
is!
gonna-
You're so good!
We're gonna stop for a second. I think OBS just crashed on us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Has to be
pause
anyway.
for a second.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, we're gonna do pause.
Okay, I got bathroom after you.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to go soon.